Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Scratching Post. We scratch that gaming itch. My name is Ebak, and once again, we are back on a different time slot today for some silly voices, because we are adamant that we wanted to have a week where we actually did this show rather than a week off. Oh, dear me. Hello, everyone. It's hot here in the UK, and I imagine everywhere else in the world. But we are here, ready to entertain with our limited voice acting capabilities. I speak of myself mostly.
Say limited.
Well, I say that about myself.
Power.
No, that's still incorrect.
Okay. Fine.
Having unlimited power, it's
fine. I've been outvoted. It's fine. I guess I'll have to quit. As leader of this channel. I'll have to resign.
We veto that vote.
Yeah, you've just been outvoted in the fact that you're good.
Oh, thank you.
At voice acting.
You are.
I know where you live. I'm going to come and steal your kneecaps. You're not going anywhere.
I was doing a funny in relation to what's happened
That sounded terrifying.
I was doing a funny in relation to the sad news that happened in the UK this week. But we're not going to talk politics. We're going to get into the show.
We're just saying the cat should win, so...
The cat should win in more ways than one. Hello, everyone. So, as normal, I am joined by my friends, and we're going to go down, of course, the cast list in order. We have Burr.
Oh, forehead, you touch my tra-la-la.
I don't want to be anywhere near your I don't want to be anywhere near your tra-la-la. Drifting.
Ding, ding, dong.
I have nothing to say to this, so...
Divot.
Is here.
Okay.
Silence.
And Lemming.
I honestly don't know how to follow that up.
Now, yeah.
Nobody does.
And of course, fantastically, last but certainly not least, Shadow.
Hey.
That was a mood right there.
Yeah.
I personally just like to imagine that Fulbright is running past and it's Blackwell who's just responding to him like, be silent.
Yes.
Is everyone doing okay today?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just hot.
Yeah, it's
humid here.
It's hot and still, that's the
It's
problem.
hot here too, but
It's
I'm
hot,
in the basement,
hot.
So
I might as well come from Florida. It's that humid here. I hate it.
I know, I mean, you're saying it's hot there, but you're in America where you build the air conditioning unit first and then decide the building to go around it.
Americans, where am I from, America?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
The last
fair.
time I checked, I was from the Netherlands, but okay.
No, I know. Jimmy was talking to me.
It's fine.
Right
Yeah.
then.
I mean, we do have to use independent fans. The air conditioning is not that strong.
We're dependent fans, getting fancy.
Oh. I have an independent fan.
Having a
It
whole setup.
swivels.
I wish our show had independent fans.
Oh. Well, let's get on with the show. Now, last time, we actually ended a segment in which we finished the investigation, which I can say is the last investigation day.
Ooh.
So here we are.
Yes.
October 26, 9:45 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 3.
Were you able to sleep last night?
Huh? Oh, sleep. Sure. I slept for a grand total of 0 hours. Well, that's a mood.
What more can you do? You look like you're happy to put on a show.
It's not a good morning. Don't tell me what to do.
But before you do, I have a good luck gift for you.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
It's in mine pants.
And you're invited.
Oh dear.
The voice print analysis came back and the results could be more clear. The voice in a mock trial video and the tape recording are one and the same.
Ooh. Interesting. Nani?
I only vaguely remember stuff from this.
In other words,
It's been a while.
in other words, the recordings are fabrication. It's been identified as a fake. Yep.
Yeah.
The lab is continuing the study of the tape. So far, they found signs of overtapping. Just like what I'm doing now. But it's going to take a bit longer to recover the audio that was erased.
Thump.
Oh dear.
Huh? Who's that? Wait.
Did you see who it was?
No. I got a quick look, but they got away. I think it might have been Pew. I bet he was eavesdropping.
Oh, God damn it. I wonder if he saw our hand.
I would never.
Shut up!
Oh, I'm sure he wasn't your liver just now. I bet Robin Hood Box Girl were listening in too.
Box
That's
girl.
box lady to you, sir.
Oh,
I will make sure they don't make a run for it, especially the box lady. That's my final gift to you.
I will kick your goddamn kneecaps off.
Okay, all that's left now is to reach out to the truth.
Time for mini court to still work out. I'm Apollo Justice and I'm fine. Your turn.
I'm a feet off the sides and I'm fine. I think.
I'm Apollo Justice
gosh.
when I'm fine too. Oh, sorry, I was to use my name.
October 26, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4.
Hey, my favorite.
Hey, my haircut room.
That is my favorite number, yes. Alright. The Science Brigade is totally psyched. I mean, the defense is ready, Your Honor. Same difference.
I mean, isn't that right?
Is it the yes or no?
Yes, well, moving right along. Yesterday's adjournment was unexpected yet necessary. But I'll be very good time to play today. So, no funny business for anyone. Understood?
Sir, do you know what game you're in?
No.
your boldness. Robin Newman and Hugh O'Connor have recanted their confessions. But later, I shall grill them at leisure to find whether I can charge them with perjury.
Probably.
Oh dear.
Probably
Oh.
not. It's Ace Attorney.
This certainly matters. Still, one must not overlook the facts. How about the school character was submitted yesterday?
Pity, but that evidence is no longer relevant to this case. The art room clock runs fast. It cannot function as an accurate measure of time. As for the bungling detective who overlooked that, he is paying for his failure as we speak.
Poor Detective Fulbright. I hope he returns to work with all his body parts intact.
Hey, for once it's not me.
And
His
he's
salary,
paying
on the
for
other
that.
hand. Yikes.
I hope he's looking forward to his next salary evaluation.
But if it's the case, then, what will we...
The accused is the sole person who could have moved the body from art room to stage.
Mm.
And I mean to prove it here today.
Just what the Detective Fulbright said. But what else does he have up his sleeve?
Arms.
I hope so. I sure hope he does.
Bird arms.
Oh no!
Those,
Wings.
those small Pekingese dogs that you throw at people to munch on them.
What?
I
My
mean,
understanding of this heinous crime is thus.
I think they were in China, but not
Yeah.
Japan.
True.
Placed near the center of the art room, as evidenced by the bloodstain. Blood was also found on some pottery next to the window for the maintenance area. Which is to say, the body was carried over to that very window.
Also, props to Shadow for pointing out how on earth the police missed that. 'Cause I'm pretty sure it was you who pointed that out last
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
I think it was drifting.
I don't remember. Don't expect me to remember something from like 2 weeks ago, please.
From there, it it was dropped down to the maintenance area below.
Also, those droplets are not cast off. That looks more like dripping blood, like a body was held over it,
Oh.
and it's like,
Eh.
who's strong enough to like hold the body over it for, or who was standing over it, kind of thing.
I would argue that
Yeah.
would be you,
But also,
maybe.
but also, how do we know that's the victim's blood and not the killer's?
Or
Fair
paint.
enough.
Yes.
They did a blood test.
Oh yeah, it was the.
Yeah, that's fine.
As though there was nary a scratch to the body aside from the fatal wound. And, though, that too was per the script. A high jump mat was employed to cushion the fall.
Where's the blood on that then?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was just about to say, I don't think that's how high jump mats work, though.
Then, a ball cart was used to haul the body over to the stage.
That's not very clever. I mean, it's the same exact body movement scheme as the script. Anyone could have moved the body that way. Did you miss the point where nobody else knew the script?
Objection! The propensity to spew forth words before you think is not very clever either.
Ow! What you?
Moreover, the prosecution has a witness, which is most unfortunate for you.
Your death wish is not very clever, Prosecutor Blackquill.
Witness, it's time for you to come forth.
Oh dear.
Who's it gonna be? Oh.
I figured.
Here I
Of
am,
course.
ladies and gentlemen.
The bane of my existence.
Yeah.
Aaron, who the witness please state his name and occupation?
Hugh O'Connor. I'm a senior at the Themis Legal Academy, and I'm studying to be a lawyer. Yesterday, I told that lawyer there that I would testify to the truth. So I intend to cooperate fully in today's trial. Happy now, Miss Sykes?
Really, since I have to look at your face. What's he up to now?
Please, it's not that bad.
The court appreciates your cooperation, Mr. O'Connor. Now your testimony, please.
Witness testimony.
What O'Connor saw.
The lecture hall was packed before the mock trial, but the rest of the campus was empty. That's when I saw Juniper dragging a large mat from behind the stage. I was watching her from a vantage point between the stage and the maintenance area. She was heading towards me, so I assumed she was on her way to the maintenance area. But I didn't have the time to be standing around and see what she did after that. Meh. The real truth hurts so much, doesn't it, Miss Sykes? Or maybe you thought I was going to bring up something else entirely against your client?
Ugh. Ever a snappy comeback when I need one. Well, that's your mood.
He's coming straight at us today using any means possible.
I can provide you some comebacks, Athena. Like, I can show you what hurts.
With the way she suplexes, I don't think she needs the hint.
No. I just need to get at him. That's the point here.
Yeah. To protect the students who had to climb up high when setting the stage, a mat was brought over to the stage from the storehouse.
Our client is the student council president. What's wrong with her taking it upon herself to put the mat away after they use it?
Objection!
Objection! Oh, there is plenty wrong. There is but one mat in the entire school that could cushion a fall from such a lofty height. I don't know why they have that even one. Ergo, the mat in question was indispensable to moving the body.
Sucks being the less will know everything.
I think I get it now. The drag marks you saw behind the stage were made by the mat.
If the only matter that thickness was where the body was assumed to have been dropped, It would be hard to deny a possible link to this case.
Well, we're off to a bad start again. You sure you're okay, Athena?
It's game on, you. Game on.
I'm going to turn your...
Nope.
That's Athena.
That's me. I'm gonna turn your arrogant perfect score grin into a teary-eyed frown of failure. One way
You
or
can
another.
try.
Oh, don't you test me.
Cross-examination.
What a connoisseur.
So press everything, just also to remind us of what happened last time.
Boss.
Hold it! Hold it, hold it! Hold it right there!
Oh, wow. What? I was just getting to the important part.
Eager to unsheath your blade, Sykes-chan? Your heavy breath heaves to where I stand.
Objection! How rude. A human's breath doesn't travel anywhere near that far.
That's
So you'll be surprised.
So, the only issue is distance? You're not denying that you're a heavy breather.
I'm going to kill you.
Then you'll be the one
I'm
to tell
just
the
saying
murder.
that scientific studies have proven that it's not. It's not what?
Hang in there, Athena.
It doesn't travel that far.
No matter how many insults they hurl, it won't affect the judge's opinion of you.
My own self-esteem.
Rude.
Let's get back to what happened before the mock trial.
Sure, whatever.
Blah, 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 blah.
Hold it! A client was simply putting the man away. It had nothing to do with this case.
Objection!
That is where you are wrong. There's but one mat in the entire school that could cushion a 3-story fall. Hence, the mat dragged by the accused was essential to moving the body.
Ugh. If you win this one, I promise to donate another fake mat to the academy.
Now show me how to show you the truth. You all have my full cooperation. Blah, 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 blah.
Hold it! Mr. O'Connor, are you positive you were standing exactly where you said?
I was between the stage and the maintenance area, and she was behind the backdrop.
Sticking to his guns. The issue here is where Hugh was standing when he says he saw Junie. But nothing I say will mean anything without evidence. Time to dig a little deeper.
Oh, and before you ask, I had my glasses on. Therefore, I'm positive it was Juniper. That is not an issue.
You sure about it?
Not my glasses. I can't see.
There's a
See without my
Glasses.
glasses.
there's a wall there.
Yeah.
At least as far as I can tell, there's a wall there. Was that wall there in the morning?
I think so, because they did make a comment on it that
They
it was still
did,
there.
yes.
Yeah.
Therefore, he couldn't have seen her.
Exactly.
I thought I was going insane for a second.
No. Objection! So, you saw the back of the stage from between the stage and the maintenance area. Well, let's take a look at this photo taken by Mrs. Scullabot, shall we? Look at this photograph. This photo shows the students setting up the stage the day before the mock trial. Do you see the big construction screen to the right of the stage in the background here?
Well, yes, in fact, there were a bunch of those next to my house until a few days ago, too. It was so noisy behind there, and I couldn't take a peek. Oh, how it piqued my interest.
Exactly, Your Honor. You cannot see past our screens. That's their purpose. Now, let's see. How exactly is that screen positioned again? Aha! Since it was to the right of the stage, it should be right here. And from this vantage point, The witness claims to have seen our client behind the stage backdrop.
No, but the screen would have been completely aware.
That's right. Therefore, the witness couldn't have possibly seen our client from this point.
Watch him claim perfect vision. He's got X-ray vision.
Ouch!
I do like his animations, though.
Order! Order! Mr. O'Connor, have you been lying to this court?
The screen! Right. It must have slipped my mind.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
Are you telling me you, Mr. Genius, forgot something as literally as big as that?
There are two kinds of memory lapses. The normal kind you mouth breathers have.
For
My
fuck's
God.
sake.
And the genius level lapses of memory that people like me have.
You're about
Just
to get
saying is
you're gonna
you're-
get global transient amnesia when I punch you in the goddamn
Yeah.
face.
Sir, you're just saying you have smooth brain.
And I'll probably deserve it too.
Probably. Why don't you just admit that it was a normal, everyday brain fart already?
Brain fart.
Will the witness found please restate what he remembers? Why does the man remember?
That's easy. I was on the other side of the screen.
Uh-huh.
In other words, I witnessed Juniper from the stage side of the screen.
Objection! You are testifying that our client was behind the stage. But Nina reminds this court the back of the stage is not visible from the front. To actually see our client behind the stage from the stage side of the screen, the witness himself would also have to be in the same area behind the stage. But in that case, our client would have definitely seen Mr. Connor. O'Connor, even.
Ouch!
True genius.
True genius is struggling with gravity.
Nice one, Athena. Keep it up.
Objection!
objection!
Oh dear.
All right, Golden Boy. Is this not your chance? Telling the truth will be like a weight lifted from your chest.
Hmm.
Did that come through?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I'm just having.
Don't.
I'm having to evict 2 furry companions.
No.
I personally do not mind watching Blackwell screech the bird, so it's fine.
Food,
Yes.
food for me.
The truth? What truth?
The fact that Golden Boy here was where he initially stated. That is to say, he was between the maintenance area and the stage.
Objection! But then the screen would have blocked his view of...
Objection!
Objection! On the ground, yes, his view would have been blocked indeed.
Oh dear.
Here we go. But consider how smoke always wants to rise up high.
Athena, look at the photo again. Do you think...
On the other side of the screen, something high enough to see the stage? No way, this crane right here? I don't remember seeing a crane there on the day of the mock trial.
Me neither, but it's probably safe to assume it was moved before you found the body.
That's far enough, Prosecutor Blackwell. Remember, you promised!
I see.
Call making no such promise. It was you who came blubbering to me about keeping quiet in exchange for information.
What's all
What's
this?
all this? No, that's me, sorry.
I'm also curious too, but yeah, what do you going to say?
What's all this about a promise? Is this about whatever Blackwing is using against him?
What's it got to do with going into the crane?
Boy did not go up in that crane for fun.
He's weird enough to.
He was working part-time as a crane operator within school grounds. I can finally send the meme.
What? Do you mean to tell me a high school student was operating a crane?
Crane operator.
Objection! The witness, I object to the prosecutor's last statement! There's no proof that I ever operated that crane.
We're in a picture.
But actually, there just might be something that proves you did.
What?
You hurt me. If this whole part-time job thing is true, I doubt it would be limited to a single day. You were probably working at the same site the previous day too.
Is this what you're thinking of, Athena?
Yeah. As the court can see, this photo captured the crane's operator. And if you look carefully, he bears a definite resemblance to Mr. O'Connor.
Are you serious? This is ridiculous!
No, yes.
Very interesting. Let's ascertain whether this is ridiculous, as the witness maintains.
Defense agrees with the prosecution. Let's bring the facts to light.
That's all very well and good, but does I propose to do that?
The person in the photo has one really distinguishing feature. I'm not 100% sure, but it is at least worth a try.
Enhance.
We can clearly identify the person in this photo as the witness by examining...
His
I
neck.
don't know.
His neck.
His neck. His neck.
The only bit of him you can see.
The figure in this photo is wearing a very unique object around his neck.
Well, yes, you can see it right there. But are you saying you mean to...
Mr. O'Connor's neck is almost entirely concealed by his tall collar. But that's exactly why I believe this warrants further examination.
No, not a chance! That would be a blatant violation of my privacy!
Since when has this game cared about privacy?
As soon as I got involved.
You're a disgrace of a man. Now start unbuttoning that collar before I hack it off.
Oh, Professor Blackwell.
Yeah, what's the big deal? Now, let's see your neck. Show it.
Guess I have no choice. Drum roll.
Oh my!
So, where did you buy that neck brand, if I may ask? Neck band? Whatever.
I didn't buy it. It's handmade. And there's only one like it in the world.
Well, it sure looks like the neckband in the photo. Should we have the photo analyzed?
Yeah. You are one irritating lady.
Thank you.
Fine. I admit it. I work part-time construction job. It has nothing to do with our school. Operating heavy equipment's no big deal for a guy who can parallel park one-handed.
Wait.
Leaving victims, that is impressive.
The book, it says Zen and the Art of Mastering something. I just zoomed in on it.
I can't read it. I'm blind.
But that's hilarious.
The bar,
Zen and the Art.
Zen and the Art of Mastering the Bar exam.
Nice.
That's amazing.
Nice. But I never expected one of my jobs would take me to my own school.
But when you factor in all the requirements for the apprenticeship period, wouldn't you have to be at least 20 to have a license for operating a crane?
Oh, about that. You see, I'm a genius, so, you know,
Objection!
I broke all the rules.
Let's just dispense with this inane charade, Golden Boy.
Thank God.
No, Prosecutor Blackwell!
High school seniors are 19 at most. Thus, they fail to complete the requirements. But that does not apply to you, does it, Mr. O'Connor?
Why does it apply? He's a senior, so he's around that age, right?
No, don't, please!
Do it.
Actually, Golden Boy here is 25. He took a 7-year break from school.
Wait,
Oh no!
come again?
He went to work in constructions to find himself.
Yeah. Take a gander at the official school enrollment documentation. 'Tis all right there.
Ah! Ouch!
25? You mean he's older than me?
Oh, that's
Yes,
Rubble,
I
rubble,
admit it,
rubble,
I'm an adult. A 7-year break. 7 years. I've just got one thing to say. There are two kinds of 7-year breaks. The ordinary kind you mouth breathers take. And the genius kind people like me take.
What failure breaks?
Objection. But a genius would quickly become mature for a 7-year break.
I think you have that backwards, Athena.
Shut up.
Even geniuses make mistakes. I just happened to make mine only 7 years in a row.
Yeah, and your parents conceived you.
Oh,
You can get away with using only like that.
Enough of this jibber jabber.
Agreed.
Suffice to say, the witness was up in the crane when he saw the accused dragging the mat. The accused readied all she needed to move the body immediately prior to doing so. That much is clear. I see no need to deliberate the matter further.
Considering that the body was moved in the same manner as in the script, I find Mr. Goodback's claim to be quite persuasive. Does the defense care to dissuade me?
As long as the mat was used to move the body, Junie's going to be under suspicion. When is this game going to bring up that those things are heavy as fuck?
Athena, I just thought of something. What was you doing in the crane right before the mock trial? He couldn't have been on the job at the time. I mean, he was waiting for the trial to start.
Yeah, why was he in the crane? Wait, you don't think... Your Honor!
Yes, Mr.
He was moving the body, wasn't he?
I've got it! I've got an amazing idea that will turn the prosecution's claim on its head. A little conjecture has never stopped us before.
You got it. Interesting.
Mr. O'Connor, you were using the crane to... move the body. The body was just like it was in the script, so it must have been moved like the script too. At least that's what the prosecution believes. Not simplistic, even foolish.
Those are pretty strong words, Athena. You sure about this?
I'll bluff. The witness is a licensed crane operator, so he could have used it to move the body.
Objection.
Objection. Huh. Well, Golden Boy, care to chime in? I intend to say no more on the matter, save that this does not bode well for you.
Wait, he's on my side this time? Or is that another trap?
It's a trap!
Yeah, what's this? I can use the bow and arrow one-handed.
Nice, like it, like it.
That's not really helping your case, though. Wow, that's a crazy
no
level of
hands.
dexterity.
And strength.
Yeah, his dentures are holding very tight.
He's not that old, Jesus.
Yeah, he's 25.
I can even drive a crane with one hand. That's easy.
That sounds very irresponsible.
Yeah.
But operating the crane itself is so complex, it requires both hands. Now, I would have the court look at this.
Ow.
I got a boo-boo.
Please tell me that's a ketchup stain.
You wish. My hand was injured and required surgery. That's the reason I kept my hand in my pocket all this time.
I've already verified this with the hospital of treatment. Quite a nasty wound, they say.
How did you hurt it?
I see no need to discuss that. It has no relevance in the case.
There is blood somewhere, sir.
Sir, what did you do?
Yeah. 2 hands are required to operate complex machinery such as a crane. Ergo, on the day of the mock trial, the witness was incapable of moving the body by crane.
Oh dear.
Ooh.
Now I'm the fool?
I had planned on moving the crane the night before the mock trial, but then I got injured. Wanting to keep my part-time job a secret, I had to do it just before the mock trial instead.
And here's the big break we've been waiting for.
The defense's sophistry has laid bare. I would have the court recall my claim.
Yeah.
The body was jumped out of the 3rd floor window to a mat with the maintenance area. Then a ball card was used to move it to the stage. See, I've been paying attention.
Well done, your baldness. Now consider this. The accused was sighted dragging the mat. Ergo, it was she who moved the body.
Well, I think you were on the right track, Athena.
You do?
Yeah, Juniper remains the prime suspect if we assume the body was moved per script. So as the defense, you have to figure out how else the body could have been moved.
Oh, is he telling me to think of another way besides the crane?
Like the flag.
Five, if you have a counter argument, the court would love to hear it. And if...
You do not. It is time for the verdict. Isn't that correct, your baldness?
Objection! No, not yet. All I have to do is show that the body wasn't moved like it was in the script, right?
Well, that would show the matter had nothing to do with the case.
There's a sword of great renown that cuts down sophistic lawyers. Its name is evidence.
You don't scare me. Force a smile, Athena, you can do it.
What's wrong with your face, Athena? It's a weird mix of terror and a creepy grin.
Apollo, shut up!
Just focus how the body could have been moved without it being dropped.
How could anyone lower it without just dropping it? It's not like it could fly. Or maybe it could. After all, there is a way to zip between the art room and the stage. Someone could have easily just used that thing.
I think that Athena remembers, but the audience may not. Player.
Oh, yes, of course. Besides, the court would love to see what you have.
All I have to do is show the tiniest shred of a possibility. The mat and the ball card weren't used to move the body. This one. This is what was used.
Any guesses?
Flag.
Yeah,
It's on
the
the-
zip line thing for the school
It's
banner.
the zip line for the banner. Yeah. Take that. From the
Take
window.
that! The key here is the thing that ties the art room and the stage together.
Might I propose an idea?
No.
It might do you well to tie your lips together lest you further expose your ignorance.
Takes one to know one.
Mm-hmm. This isn't exactly the time for black comedy, Prosecutor Blackwell. Anyway, the court will record a wire which the school banner was hung. I did that sentence perfectly. What are you talking about? That wire was strung between the art room and the stage, which allowed students to run or reel in the school banner from the art room. The body could have easily been lowered down to the stage via this wire.
Objection!
Objection! Spare me your armchair theories. This wasn't some kind of high wire act. Body surely would have fallen. Yet there are no signs of blunt force trauma.
Objection! Oh, you surprised me, Prosecutor Blackwell. You didn't actually think I failed to account for that.
I'm sure that's exactly what he thought.
When we investigated the stage yesterday, the bottom part of the school banner had been tied into a pouch-like shape. And pouches are used for carrying things. What do you think this one could have carried?
Well, go on, please explain.
The body was bundled into the pouch-like section of the banner and sent down the wire. The body would have been down on that stage in a flash, and there would be no need for a mat.
You're saying it wouldn't have mattered?
Yes.
This is the first warning for Shadow Phoenix Rider. First warning for Shadow Phoenix Rider.
You can't hurt me in any way that matters.
I've heard the phrase catcher carrying the banner, but the banner doing the carrying.
Objection!
Objection! I have no patience for you and your cheap parlor tricks. Your claim is as shaky as a corpse performing that absurd high wire act.
If you have an actual objection, then just come out and say it.
I trust you recall the bloodstains left on the art room pottery. The wire had been used to move the body. It would have to be via the window above the quad, the one with the winch. However, the bloodstained pottery was next to the window above the maintenance area. Ergo, the wire and banner had not at all to do with this case.
But it's pottery, sure it might have been waiting to be fired.
The bloodstained pottery. I remember that.
This doesn't look good. You're back to the mat theory if you don't do something.
Hang on.
I hope we have something better this time than a circus act.
If my wider theory is true, then the blood on the pottery must not have been the victim's blood. Considering we have someone with a hand injury, maybe it's not the victim's blood. Did the police check to see from who the blood on the pottery came from?
On you, Sykes-chan. Have a little more respect for the constabulary.
Have you seen the people that work on it?
Hey! No.
Fulbright.
Looks like they didn't check it.
See, I have points sometimes. I don't let it get you down, Prosecutor Blackwell. Everyone makes mistakes.
Bear me your cheek. We will know not either way until the tests are run.
True, but in the meantime, I'm going to press my claim as far as I can.
Your boldness. I demand that the blood in the pottery be analyzed this instant.
Of course. It shouldn't take long to get the results back.
I love that little kind of like,
Well, in
Goodbye. That was quick.
In blood test, we trust.
yeah.
We're
As for the analysis, we have no analysis.
history.
Analysis paralysis.
Ha!
Sorry.
That's right. We're history if it turns out to be the victim's blood.
Please, please let it be someone else's.
It better not be mine.
It seems the blood was not from the victim.
What?
Furthermore, a comparison with other parties involved in this case reveals that the blood belongs to one Hugh O'Connor.
No way, that's impossible.
So, want to explain how you got the defensive injury?
Fucking hell. I always forget.
Sorry, Juni, just try to relax.
Oh god.
His hands were dripping with blood.
Your Honor, as we saw earlier, the witness's left hand has suffered a serious injury. He sustained the wound in a struggle with the victim and his blood on the pottery. And Junie saw his blood-stained hands as they passed each other in the first floor hall. It's the only explanation that covers everything.
Also, his ego is stuffed with critical damage. Might not survive.
There's but one way. There's but
You might
one
just
way
go
now
pop.
to turn. Go ahead.
So, no, that's it. I just said it might just go pop.
There's but one way now to turn aside her blade, but do not cast the blame on me. Your grudge is with Sykestono, for it is she who forces me to expose your secret.
Fine, whatever.
Dirt does he have on you?
The court will observe this odd-looking envelope. It was inside that Miriam Scuttlebutt's script was found.
Miss Scuttlebutt? Didn't the prosecution already claim that this envelope is the one that contained her script?
Circumstances have changed. You see, Golden Boy had hidden this from us all.
Let's see here. My word, talk about the most painful paper cut.
Indeed. You can clearly see that if this envelope is not opened correctly, a powerful spring-loaded blade will shoot forth, leaving a horrible gash upon the hand.
Damn, Miriam!
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
honestly, that is just making me feel pain in my hand. Ugh.
That's a really tricky anti-theft thing.
That's why you've got to be careful when taking
Yeah.
down
Ouch.
posters from certain organizations, because they tend to hide razor blades underneath the
Yeah.
paper.
Oh Lord! Wow.
Oh,
Yeah, some of them are pretty nasty. Always better to do it with like scissors or a knife.
Mm-hmm.
fuck's sakes. But I think. Okay, so
Also,
Does
I'll be
it-
right back. Give me like a minute.
Sure.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
So does it mean that Hugh opened Miriam's envelope,
Yeah.
then cut, then switched the scripts so that he could use the envelope, so he could use Juniper's script to stage the whole thing?
Maybe.
I don't know.
We know that he got into Miriam's script, at least.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm
What
more
else?
concerned about why it would be trapped my fucking script, but there we go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I also like, why?
Yeah. Why?
I mean,
The
Miriam is kind of low-key paranoid, so maybe that's
Yeah.
Yeah, but enough
I'm back.
to injure somebody? I thought she was just trying to get dirt on them, not like, physically harm them.
why. But she's also very protective about her work.
So,
She's very protective about her work. It's almost pathological. Plus, also, we've seen kind of how obsessive Miriam is. I don't think this is anything but Miriam just being safety cautious, because she probably would have she probably would have told Professor Court how to actually open the envelope.
Yeah, I
That's
think
what
this is-
Black was about to
yeah.
say.
Yeah, this is the no unauthorized people should see my precious script thing.
Yeah. The only one who had been told of the correct way to open it was Constance Court.
There we go.
Yeah.
Meaning that anyone who didn't know would just rip open the paper and then get a very nasty paper cut.
Not even paper cut, blade cut.
Yeah,
Jeez.
it is. Ironically, it's a safety knife.
Yeah.
but
Meaning
those can
it's-
leave very nasty cuts.
Well, that's the point. It's not designed to kill. Obviously, it's designed to give a nasty cut. Enough of a cut
nasty
that
enough to need surgery, apparently. So.
well, stitches counts as surgery. You
That's-
can, yeah.
Yeah, blade sharp-edged weapons like knives, and especially like glass and stuff like that. You'll be surprised how quickly and how deep they can cut. They can take tendons and nerves and
Yeah.
arteries very, very easily.
Yeah, and
So-
like in your hand, that sucks.
Also,
Yeah.
it's the perfect trap for Miriam. She would also then know who actually opened her script.
Yeah.
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 That's,
And to linger just slightly longer on the wound, because the cuts tend to be quite clean. It's difficult for the. I mean, the body could do it, but it takes longer. It's just easier for somebody to suture it,
yeah.
and also, blades are fucking dirty. You don't
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
even if you clean it, only autoclave blades are like the cleanest.
Yeah, otherwise
You don't want that shit.
tetanus.
You don't want that shit in your hands.
Yeah. Then you got tetanus on top of everything.
Yeah, tetanus.
Yeah. So
Get your fucking jabs, people.
it's like possibly not life-threatening, most likely not life-threatening, but damaging enough, especially on the hand. It might
And
be
like
irreparable.
definitely not fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It will fuck you up. Anyway.
Shall we continue?
Man.
What,
Yeah.
what was that, Kay?
I just said man as in like, wow.
Yeah. I forgot about this.
I also forgot about this, yeah. All I really remembered was was Hugh being the crane operator, so I sent the thing in the bench. Oh, yeah.
I gotta remember how her voice.
You can give her a new voice.
You really want to see my script that bad?
Perfect.
Well,
Perfect.
you better watch out. Read it without my permission, and you wish you hadn't.
So that's what she meant.
Yikes! Miriam wasn't kidding when she said that.
Oh, I am very literal.
Apparently.
The blood on the blade is the witnesses.
Get
Our
right.
genius here tried to sneak a peek at the wrong script and paid for his foolishness.
Get shreked.
Ouch! This guy's just the worst genius I've ever seen.
Don't worry, Athena. The wound isn't that deep. We've still got the wire theory.
It took you long enough to notice that, Athena.
Yeah, I've got it. Then again, we've left Apollo bleeding on the floor, so...
Yeah.
Since the blood by the window overlooking the maintenance
But-
area isn't the victims,
But all his bleeding is internal. That's where the blood's supposed to be.
there's no longer any basis for denying the body was moved using the wire in the banner. Therefore, the defense once again asserts just that. No card.
You call yourself a lawyer? Eh, don't you see the glaring contradiction in your thinking?
Huh?
The form would like to remind the witness his role is not to point out.
Eh, and you? How can you adhere to such outdated beliefs? But whatever.
Outdated? What?
It seems you've forgotten the two statues that were on stage directly below the wire. A body sent sliding down that wire would have crashed into them. Care to explain that away?
I believe he's right. The statues and the pyre were extremely close together.
So the body would have just collided with the statues.
Which it did. The statues are broken.
Yeah, the statues are
What if
broken.
they did collide? Wait, that's it. Speaking of those statues, we still don't know how they were broken. But if we assume the body crashed into them... Funk. Or that. I was also explained that loud sound we heard while we were in the waiting room.
There, as you mentioned it. You and Mr. Wright went to the stage after you heard the sound, correct?
Objection!
Objection! Interesting. How very interesting. But may I ask just one question? When was it that you heard said sound?
It was a little after the mock trial had started. Mr. Wright and I were practically bored to tears in there in the waiting room when...
Precisely. If that sound you heard did happen while the body was being moved, that would place it during the mock trial.
Oof, which means the body wouldn't have been there before the mock trial started.
You see, right before the mock trial started, I saw the body.
He said he saw the body before the mock trial. If so... If I claim that the body was moved during the mock trial, it doesn't hold water. Action! It's going to get me and our case killed.
The focus was on just 3 suspects because the body was moved before the mock trial. That has been the major premise thus far. Your assertion, therefore, contradicts the very foundation of this case.
Objection!
Objection! Both sides still lack incontrovertible evidence. So, should we not also treat a Golden Boy's testimony with some level of suspicion?
It's not a testimony.
Good point.
Prosecutor Blackwell is on our side.
Oh, yes?
I bet he's figured out the truth behind this case.
Well, great. As long as he's not up to something else.
The statues really were broken when the body hit them. The news statement about seeing the body before the mock trial is a big fat lie. Okay, Mr. O'Connor. Let's get to the bottom of this contradiction about where you saw the body. When you saw the body. Look me straight in the eyes and repeat your statement to me.
Like I said before, before the mock trial, the body was, you know.
No, I don't know anymore. You'll have to repeat it.
Not in your life.
I shall only say this once, Golden Boy. You'd best tell the truth, and do it now.
And full sentences.
That is, if your head wishes to enjoy the continued companionship of your body.
Guys,
Wait.
I'm still just a student. I don't deserve this.
You're an adult.
You're
That's what my
25.
Blackwell does have the best frets, though.
Yeah. Now out with it. Did you truly witness the body?
Well, we're just lying about it. Well, which is it?
You what?
I never saw the body.
Exclamation mark.
Oh, sorry about that. That is caught again, and I'll charge you with perjury.
There was no body on that stage. I've been lying about that this whole time.
Nobody or nobody?
I'm sorry.
I ain't seen nobody.
Yes, we just supposed you as big lie for what it is. But why would you even lie about this to begin with?
Because he's protecting the one who set
Hold up.
him up to this.
The base premise that the body was moved before the mock trial has been overturned. I imagine it has an impact on both the defense and the prosecution's case.
Well, first I'd like to thank the prosecutor. This brings us one step closer to the truth. Now at least we know the body was moved using the wire and the school banner.
Indeed. That much I shall concede, Sykes-chan. The body was moved as you stated, and in the midst of the mock trial.
Uh-oh.
So was I justified then?
No.
If the body was moved before the mock trial, we have our 3 suspects. But if the move took place in the midst of the mock trial, it is an entirely different story.
Right. All 3 suspects were in the mock trial. That gives them solid alibis.
Objection!
Oh god.
Objection! How simplistic. Did you forget about the student in charge of the audio? Amidst the mock trial, she was the one soul who could leave and re-enter the lecture hall.
What's this? Who is this person in charge of the audio?
About that. Oh no, I couldn't forget it was... Yikes. Hey, what's the deal here? Why is Juni so much in this shot?
Juniper was also in charge of the audio. When she wasn't in the trial, she was in the audio control room dealing with the music. Indeed, the one who could enter the odd room amidst the mock trial to leave the body was none other than the accused, Juniper Woods, for she was in charge of the audio.
Oh, well, my mic didn't pick up on any of that. Right.
Why, yes, I see. Does make perfect sense.
This can't be happening. Instead of exposing you as crime, Juni's even deeper. F in chat. No matter how you slice it, we're cooked. We're fucked. And here I thought Prosecutor Blackpool was on our side, at least on this issue.
The Twisted Samurai strikes again.
Twisted is more like Dirty Rotten.
Both have great names for
Your
that.
boldness. It is time to put an end to this farce.
Yes. Are you a goose? Because you look cooked.
A quite convincing case. But the defense has one last chance to voice any remaining objections. Well, Miss Hikes?
What to do now? I've got nothing left. Nothing. Nada. Niente.
I've been trying to think of something, but I'm drawing a big blank too.
Oh, poor Juni. Unless we figure out something, she'll be... Objection? Objection. Well, I object to my case being ruined like this.
Oh, right. Oh, that's the name.
Stop right there. All ears to me! It's about time you heard the rare genius of Hugh O'Connor! Listen and you will hear the secret behind my perfect crime!
Sir, what the fuck?
Perfect!
Wait, this is some serious deja vu. Didn't we just go through something like this yesterday?
Yes, we did. Oh, this had better not be another one of his enraging traps.
Oh my god.
The murder, the moving of the body, the cover-up. It all sprung from my genius, brilliant mind. Well, go ahead, arrest me. The real killer's right before you.
Order! All I say! Mr. O'Connor! Already confessed today. Then, early today, come to the official.
As if you mouth breathers could comprehend my genius. The end justifies the means.
Oh.
Now bow down and kneel. Kneel before my great and maddening intellect.
Objection!
Objection! Enough! The only thing maddening is the ignominy you bear for all to see.
God, I so
For it is
agree with you.
For it is impossible for you to have seen the perpetrator behind this crime. There's no perfect crime, only a perfect alibi, for you were at the mock trial. And it is so silly that I must remind you of this, but you were participants the entire time. There shall be no mercy if you persist in hindering this trial with your silly little act.
He doesn't seem the least bit shaken by Blackwell's threat.
Listen, Mr. Prosecutor. Calling that a perfect alibi is beyond contempt. Your Honor, I'd like to take this opportunity to offer further testimony. I will now demonstrate the very moment of genius that transcended even perfection.
What are you doing?
Witness testimony.
Behold my
Use
genius bullshit.
confession.
You won't believe this, but I used a body double. That wasn't the real me at the mock trial. That means I didn't almost lose. My body double almost did. I slipped out stealthily while my double took care of the trial. I had the run of the campus. In short, I'm the killer. Juniper's innocent.
I've never once wanted to go back to serving customers in McDonald's that I had at that very moment. I've heard more sensible things come out of their mouths.
I have a question I was hoping the defense and prosecution might have answered. Is it a spy, or does the witness's testimony make no sense at all?
It's a testimony.
It's not just you.
No, it's not just you, Your Honor. All I got from listening to that was a headache.
Yeah, that was just plain weird, especially the whole thing about a body double.
Somebody get me the Tylenol.
Well, I'm relieved it's not just me and the prosecution.
Your boldness! Summon an ambulance this instant! The witness is stark raving mad.
Call an
I
ambulance,
think
but
I
not for me.
agree.
Yes, I think that would be for the best.
But not for me!
Now then, let's pretend that never happened and move on to my verdict.
You people don't believe me?
Not in the
Nope.
slightest.
Well, bugger.
It's not a matter of not believing you, it's more along the lines of questioning your sanity.
Yeah, the funny farm just called. They want their genius back.
Ow.
Shut your pie holes! The intellect of a genius transcends even logic!
Sure.
I'll be right back.
Besides, don't you guys have that weird device for testimony like this?
Objection! Which is not a weird device, and I don't waste him on ridiculous testimonies.
Easy there, Tiger. Think of it this way. We don't want a verdict to be passed just yet. So how about we give Witcher a try? Just, delay.
I don't want to talk to this moron.
Well, this is against my better judgment, but I'd like to conduct a short therapy session.
I actually think it might be in his best interest to have some therapy.
Yes,
You know what I
agreed.
mean?
Yeah, shock therapy.
No, we don't do that for people.
Well,
Bert.
well,
It's only for epilepsy
yeah.
now.
Yeah. We'll make one exception.
No, that's
No.
torture, Bert. We don't do the torture anymore.
Go sit in your
health.
corner and think of what you just said.
Your better judgment. I'm a that is far beyond mine, yet I find it hard to say no. Prosecutor Blackwell, I trust you have no objections. Prosecutor Blackwell.
It's fucking
Oh, wait.
The prosecutor said, rubbish!
Hey, I thought I was the bailiff. What are you doing, you brother?
brother.
I thought you were going for a break, so I took over.
Blackmore just went, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Honestly, I don't blame him. Like,
No, I would have
Blackwell
gone with
just
him.
like,
just
fuck you
bye.
guys, I'm out.
That's probably my favorite part of the game is when it's so ridiculous. Fulbright's like, Buckle's like, rubbish, I'll be out on a stroll with Fulbright,
Yeah.
They just went for donuts and waiting for this whole thing to be over.
Out for lunch, we'll be right back.
I actually have some mini donuts in the fridge that I might get in a minute.
I also like how Fulbright doesn't try and stop him,
No, Fulbright just goes along.
We're just going with him, yeah.
In fairness, he is like imprisoned. You need somebody to look at you.
Well, no, the thing is, wouldn't you then in that case try and keep him in the courtroom, not go with him? Gosh.
We need to stretch his legs.
Even Fulbright is like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
But he left Tack. Well, I guess he left Tack behind to keep an eye on things.
Fulbright is his parole officer, so he has to go for a donut with
Yes.
Blackwell.
Yes, exactly.
How does he get away with stuff like that?
Because he just does it.
Also, why is the bird still here?
And I'll tell you that this
Oh, he
meeting
needs to
has
keep
no
an eye on
precedent.
things.
Yeah. It's like Blackwell said, I'm out. Well, I'm gone, the bird's in charge.
Taka, take the
He's
wheel.
like, I will sit here at the best vantage point.
Then I'll tell you that this meeting has no explicit objections.
I do love that animation from Taco where he's scratching.
Yes.
Yeah, and you can hear
He's
it.
pretty back. I don't want to
can
get
hear it,
bird
yes.
tangled in my
You
hair.
can hear it with scripts.
Yeah.
He's so cute.
Yeah, he's very cute. Taka is absolutely comfortable, whereas Judge, not at all.
Well, like
All right.
talons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, my friends, you may proceed with the therapy session. I'm going to go to the bathroom.
I've seen my share of crazy trials, but this one takes the cake.
It is an Ace Attorney trial, but yeah, Apollo has a point.
Just wait until next trial.
Oh,
The
dear.
next trial, the last one of the game. It's even crazier then. great.
Is that what I have to take the weed as the kids say? I have to smoke up. Is that what you kids do these days?
Oh my god!
Nani?
You won't
He's a
believe
spy.
this, please. The body double.
No, he's a spy. That's a spy, sir.
Fine then.
Oh, we're
Yeah, 'cause
crunchy
then
again
she
as well.
crunched. Yeah, she crunched.
Even the stream is losing all sense of.
We're just like, I'm out.
That means I didn't almost lose. My body double did. I slipped out stealthily while my double took care of the trial. I had the run of the campus. In short, I'm the killer. Juniper's innocent.
He's happy.
Oh, we have to, yeah.
Oh, wait, hang on. The stream isn't working for me. There we go. Mr. O'Connor, yesterday you said you didn't really care about Miss Woods anymore.
Ah.
I already told Juniper, so I might as well tell you. I don't really care about her anymore.
What?
Lying?
Yeah, well. Juniper reported my secret to Professor Court.
His secret? Oh, the bribe.
She wanted nothing to do with me because I had disappointed her. That's why I don't care about her anymore. I was never trying to protect her. My confession was always about one thing and one thing only. The truth!
Give me a sec. I'm
Objection!
going to press X to doubt. A lot of X's.
Mr. O'Connor, you feel great happiness in the fact that you might help him set Mr. Woods free. So much that it overshadowed all of your other emotions.
What are you?
I can hear it clearly now, Mr. O'Connor. The discord you've been trying to suppress. People don't normally feel like you do when you confessed.
So he really was trying to protect Juniper.
To be
Yes,
fair,
I'm sure of it.
it's very easy to mute Discord. There's a button for it and everything.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I'm sure of it. He was feeling for her are the real deal.
I just have to ask, are the straights okay?
No.
No.
But that means it's
You're
You're
not
not
very
straight,
well, technically neither am I. No. But still, they're not okay.
Yeah. They are very
confirm.
dire.
I think this is K.
I think that's Blackwell.
Oh. Finally figured out the obvious, have we? Yes.
Oh my god.
I was hoping he would return with like a Starbucks cup or something.
It's under the bench.
Right, what's a good bed, Will? You're back.
What would Blackwell's order be?
Coffee black.
Black coffee.
Yeah.
Either black coffee or black currant or something.
And donuts with dark chocolate glaze.
I don't know why, but I imagine that woman was like, and I'll have a cappuccino, nice and fluffy, with all the cream. You know, like he's got like a whip, like a curly whipped at the top with a strawberry in there.
Yes.
Yes!
Yes. And sprinkles on top.
And Blackwell's like, I don't know you.
Would you like
We
some
love
coffee
our- we
with
love
your
our Reggie
sugar,
boy.
Fulbright?
The confession was naught but lies, save for the part about being in the mock trial. Can we all agree now that the killer is the one in charge of the audio? I.e., the accused?
Yeah. Would you have taken a longer stroll? Gone to McDonald's as well as Starbucks?
No! You haven't unraveled the genius of my body double trick yet!
Oh, be quiet.
You can't be serious. Do you really expect us to believe you had a body double?
Hang on a minute.
Yes! Yes, I do! But if you think I didn't, then prove it! Ha!
Either we quit here or Juniper's found guilty or we play along with Hugh's delusion.
Fair enough. Let's go on with the least worst choice. But first, let me update his testimony.
You won't believe this, but I used to body double.
Why would you be surprised about that?
It was the spy from Team Fortress 2.
Well, he's still
Yes.
he's still happy.
That wasn't the real me in the mock trial. That means I didn't almost lose my body double did. I slipped out stealthily while my double took care of the trial. I had the run of the campus. In short, I'm the killer. Juniper's innocent.
He's happy through every section except here.
Yeah.
Now, why is that? Because
Why
Yeah.
should he be sad that even his body double lost? Or
yes,
angry? Or something?
because
There should be something there.
let's not forget what was at stake if we go by what Miriam said.
Yeah. Like, I guess
Yeah.
anything would work there, because it's like, sir, do you...
You need to have an
Emotion?
emotion there. And didn't almost lose, you say. Very odd. You exhibited happiness the entire time, except during this statement.
Ah! You don't know when to give up! Wait, now that I think about it,
No, don't. Stop making stuff up.
when I left the lecture hall,
Stop.
it was during Professor Mean's pre-trial speech.
Hmm.
That's when I moved the body, and then slipped back in just before the verdict.
So you're saying you were there the moment your double was about to lose?
I was, yes. Naturally, I wasn't happy when I saw that. In any case, I was at the far end of the lecture hall behind the screen. I figured no one would see me if I came and went through the doors there.
Objection!
Objection! Sykes-chan, how much longer will you indulge him in this charade?
Until it helps my case. Why?
Well, it's true that none in the audience might see him go through either of those doors. The faculty seats on the balcony are a different story, and I'll have a splendid view.
Faculty seats.
I think you do better than that. The lawyer's bench is on the right side when facing the front hall. I used the door on the right side near the lawyer's bench. That means my movements were only visible to somebody on the left balcony seat. But that seat was empty at the time, which is only natural. After all, it belonged to Professor Court, and as we all know, she was already dead by then.
Convenient.
Can't be right. An empty balcony seat on the left side contradicts this piece of evidence.
Oh!
That was Professor Means' seat.
Interesting.
Take that! I've no idea where this contradiction is going, but I don't have any other moves at this point. Guess I'll just have to follow it and see where this takes me. You said the left balcony seat was empty, but was it really?
I saw it with my own eyes. It was definitely empty.
Yeah, we know those eyes of yours. They've seen many of things that haven't been true. But what about this diagram?
Take a look at the diagram.
According to this, Professor Means was supposed to be seated in the left balcony seat. But if you left the lecture hall during his pre-trial speech, he would have been standing there at the seat addressing the students and faculty.
When are you going to stop lying, sir?
Why you always lying?
Yes.
Ah! No, this can't be right.
What's left?
Also, just for the sake of it, just gonna do a quick confidence save. We've been going for a while.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah, just in case.
You do no one any favor by exposing the falsities of his confession.
I've told plenty of lies so far, but this part is true, I tell you. There was nobody in the left balcony seat. You gotta believe me.
Doesn't seem like he's lying this time.
Wait. What
Yeah,
if
Professor
the
Means
body
wasn't
double is
there.
the wrong person?
Okay, Mr. O'Connor, let's have you testify again, but this time don't spare any details.
What if it's not a body double for O'Connor, but somebody else?
Interesting idea.
You got it. I mean, my ingenious escape act warrants repeating, considering I'm the real killer.
Uh-huh.
Ah,
Sure.
yeah.
All I really care about is whether that seat was empty or not.
I guess we should believe it just to keep his morale happier.
The second floor was deserted. Why won't you believe me? It's true, I tell you. I went out through the back door without anyone noticing. Then all I had to do was go through the empty audio control room. It leads into the hallway, so I was perfectly capable of moving the body.
Yeah,
Why was he?
Why was that empty?
Well, not just that, but why?
Juniper's supposed to be there. Why is it empty?
Also, why is he sad?
Yeah.
And all I had to do was...
Got it. I detected powerful sadness and fear right after you said this part. It's as if you've said something you shouldn't have.
Yeah, because Juniper would have seen him.
What's wrong with you? You shouldn't reveal a person's inner feelings for all to see.
You agreed to all of this. Mr. O'Connor, it's you who's revealing your inner emotions by the way you speak.
Also, sir, this is a courtroom.
Please
Sure, this
stop
is a
lying,
Wendy's.
for God's sake.
Plus, I have a good idea why you're feeling sad.
Ah, you're a terrible person. Can't you just leave me be?
No. You said you went through the empty audio control room, but that's not true, is it? There was someone who returned from there once Professor Means finished his speech. And that someone who was in the audio control room was... Take that! Take that! I know you realized there was a problem with your statement as you were saying it. That's why you felt so uneasy. If the audio control room really was empty... Now what mean Miss Woods was roaming around the campus?
Ah!
Mr. O'Connor, if you really want to protect Miss Woods, just tell the truth. If you believe in her, revealing the truth is the same as protecting her.
Juniper's innocent. That's the truth. But this dark age of the law, the truth can be easily twisted to serve anyone's needs. When the end justifies the means, your only choice is to fight back with lies.
Hughes Hart won't hold out under this battle between truth and lies. Is there something I can do to make him recant his false testimony?
I fear nothing now that I have lost everything. Go ahead, Prosecutor Blackwell. Cut me down if you wish.
I thought you'd never ask. With you gone, we may swiftly proceed to a verdict. Huh! Yeah!
Oh god.
I'm gonna be shackled again!
We need better shackles on this man!
I don't know. I'd like to see him fist. I'd like to see him fist fight Hugh O'Connor.
I don't want to be the. I don't want to be the poor accountant down at the detention center.
My feelings toward Mr. O'Connor do not matter in this fact. Can we get better shackles on our prosecutor?
You O'Connor, in deference to your valor, I will limit your suffering with one clean blow.
Aww.
Hold it. Could you wait just one moment before you cut him down?
Silence.
No.
Too
You
late.
never learned about this at law school.
Careful, prosecutor. I would remember that shocking experience you had last time.
Very well. Golden Boy may live. For now.
Enough, Mr. O'Connor. Miss Woods would never want you to protect her this way. She values the friendship between the three of you more than anything.
That's where you're wrong. She doesn't feel anything for me now. Doesn't matter anymore. I might as well tell you everything. This is no doubt news to you, but I am not and never was a genius.
Oh no, I'm shocked. I'm sorry, but I already do.
Me too.
And don't forget me here. Pretty obvious.
Fucking wrecked.
Dunk on you.
Stuff he said was crazy.
It was crazy. No need to rub it in. Just shut up and listen. It all started several days ago. I actually learned that my parents have been paying good money for my grades.
But that's bribery.
Yeah, the school is fucked. So the bribery wasn't Yu's idea.
All of my perfect scores were the product of hard cash, not genius. Even worse, when I confronted my parents about it over the phone, Juniper overheard me.
Oh, Pi, what a terrible misunderstanding.
I've been living a lie! I don't know what else there is to say. I'm no genius, I'm completely worthless. A perfect 0.
Oof.
Oof.
You.
Even so, I still wanted to make it up for Juniper for disappointing her like that. That's why I wanted to clear my name, to clear her name, and pinning the blame on me. I mean, she probably hates me now, so it'd be a relief for her to see me locked away.
If you were trying to help her, then why did you testify against her?
You were the ones who told me to tell the truth yesterday. So I thought if I did, I would help her.
He wasn't trying to provoke us?
Looks like we seriously misunderstood him in more ways than one.
No, I'm still an asshole.
At the detention center yesterday, Julie was in tears when she opened up to me. But the truth is the friendship between the three of them is still rock solid. There was something that could help me prove that to you.
We even have the proof of our friendship.
As long as the friendship lasts, you can bet we'll be carrying them around.
Oh, is it the necklace?
Maybe. No, what about the proof of friendship they mentioned?
Well, for Hugh, it's the necklace. I wonder what it is for Robin and Juniper.
I wonder what it is. I didn't buy it.
Dun dun dun. It's handmade, and there's only one like it in the world.
Maybe. Definitely it. That band around his neck. Mr. O'Connor, the band around your neck. That's your proof of friendship, isn't it?
Huh.
Proof of friendship? Is that something like a proof of purchase market?
No.
In court, evidence is everything. That's why the three friends created friendship bands. It's the evidence that proves their friendship.
How very interesting. And chic?
If they have doubts about their friendship, they can look to the proof they have on hand. That's why Mr. O'Connor's hand always goes to his neck when he's pressured. It proves he still has feelings of friendship towards the other two.
It doesn't matter if I wear it if those two.
Objection!
He's just chafing against his neck.
They feel the same way too. I know they wear their friendship band somewhere. Junie and Robin must both feel the same way as Hugh. I just know it. Everything you have said leads me to believe that. In fact, he may have also just told me that the others were their proof of friendship. Were they easy to touch?
I think was his hard to spot.
All we have to do is think back to their testimonies. Ready? Miss Newman holds her arm when pressured. And Miss Woods holds her wrist. I know Miss Woods very well. She would never abandon the friendship with you over something like this. And taking the blame for her will only succeed in making her terribly sad.
Ah! 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 Bleh.
Bleh. Now I am the dead. Bleh. Oh!
Ooh, cutscene.
Robin, those bands of friendship that you made, just for the three of us. You may have forgotten about them, but not me.
Hugh!
Ah,
Hey, Hugh!
and to think, I should have known better than to doubt my best friends.
Oh no, whiny baby.
Oh no, I actually feel sympathy for him now.
Yeah.
Aw, poor thing.
I didn't kill anyone. And I didn't have a body double.
Oh.
Oh, shocker.
Shocking.
I didn't move the body. I didn't even see it. And it may look like I was speed reading. Presenting in the art of mastering the bar exam. But I haven't read a single word.
Well, you can afford me. In fact, you did.
Wait, are we like power friendshiping this bitch? I'm here
Yes.
for it.
Yes.
Ew.
So, Miss Sykes, can I place my trust in you?
I'm going to save Junie. So yes, you can place your trust in me.
Then am I to understand that the Buddha says we can't take its confession?
Again? Yes.
Well then.
A most roundabout trial. I much prefer the turnabout variety myself.
Roll credits.
Shut up.
Shut up.
It's fine, I love you.
Now we are back to the fact that there was but one suspect who lacked an alibi. Which is, in the end, the truth you've been seeking this entire
Not
time.
really.
Oh, we're back to square one. Now I'm exhausted and depressed.
Well, that's a mood.
That's me all the time though.
It probably doesn't
great.
matter at this point, but I might as well update the mood matrix.
Flip.
Huh?
Resistance is futile. The time for a verdict is nigh.
Objection!
Objection? Please wait.
What sort of devilry are you up to now?
What if our client wasn't the only one without an alibi and the trial would continue, right?
Well, yes, I suppose it would. But after such a thorough investigation, does such a person really exist?
Yes. Yes, we found someone. It may have seemed like a major roundabout, but Mr. O'Connor's testimony has cracked his case.
I mean, who's missing from their box?
There's no more noise. Hugh is telling the truth now. During the mock trial, the balcony seat opposite him really was empty, which now means there's one person unaccounted for.
Bye-bye.
Besides Junie, the only other person without an alibi during the mock trial is
Everyone?
Mr. Means.
It's me! The entire time.
Look at that. The balcony seat was empty. That much is true, isn't it, Mr. O'Connor?
That's right! How many more times do I have to say it?
So basically, Professor Means wasn't where he was supposed to be during the mock trial.
Silence.
I heard that.
Nina, mind you, every last soul in the lecture hall heard him deliver his speech.
Objection! I know, and that's not in dispute here. Now let me explain how his speech could be given from an empty seat. It was pre-recorded.
Aha.
What if the speech was pre-recorded? It's the only way the speech could have been delivered from an empty balcony seat.
Wait, are you accusing Professor Means? That's insane! I mean, he's the one who gave me the tape recorder!
Take this to the police
He said,
and tell them you found it.
see, I do a great impression.
Really? Wait a second! Mr. O'Connor, did you just say that Professor Means gave that phony recording to you?
So dear, the defense will refrain from hurling unsubstantiated allegations.
Well, I said he gave it to me. What do you mean it's phony?
Who could have seen this development?
Everybody.
The voice shouting "You're a goner" is a recording on this tape. Was dubbed onto it using a line our client said in the mock trial video.
Aye, this is an extremely crucial bit of evidence.
Yes, I know, that's why I'm bringing it up. Professor Means gave you the phony tape. If that's really true, then Professor Means has guilt written all over him. Your Honor, the defense moves to call Professor Aristotle Means to the stand.
Silence.
The empty seat was never empty. 'Twas but an oversight by our dullard of a witness. An inmate who was formerly a surgeon once told me something. He said it's often all too easy to overlook critical symptoms.
Objection! Oh, we're not going to overlook this oversight. If the speech was pre-recorded, the basis for suspecting our client would be shattered. Let's check what Professor Means and see whether the empty seat was a witness oversight. A verdict without first looking into that would be inconceivable.
That's enough, both of you. Now, here's my opinion on the matter. A sudden overlooking critical information is a problem.
Fair enough.
A witness oversight, too, must not be overlooked. Else, as to the matter of whether Prof. Means was or was not in his faculty seat, I believe we must ask the professor himself.
Fair enough. I agree. Professor Means should be here in the gallery today.
Do as you please.
I feel this is a nice place for a break, so we're going to pause once the scene kind of ends.
Will you please set your name and occupation for the record?
And that's where we're going to have a little break, everyone,
Okie dokie.
as we're basically going to take a few short minutes just to kind of grab a drink, go to the toilet, recuperate, and we'll be back as we're going to hopefully finish this case tonight.
Yes.
Let's go.
Right back.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Episode, if you would take it. It's a big old whammy of an episode today, in hopes of getting this case sorted. I know you've read it, Divot, but would you mind?
Will you please state your name and occupation for the record?
Certainly. I'm Aristotle Means.
I approve of your voice, sir.
I teach the lawyer course at the Themis Legal Academy, and let me add that while I welcome any opportunity to assist with the trial, I don't care for this undue suspicion.
Tough.
Professor, we're just interested in the mock trial video right now. We just need to take another look at the speech you gave. Can we count on your cooperation in this?
Very well, if that's all that you're interested in, please proceed, Miss Sykes.
Oh, I can't wait for his further animations and breakdowns.
We need to find some sort of evidence that shows the speech is pre-recorded.
All right, I believe we're ready. Let's roll the video.
Yeah, we got.
Good afternoon. I'd like to start by thanking you for coming here today. The mock trial, the crown jewel event of the school's festival, will begin shortly. When I was a student, I too could hardly wait for this day to come.
Well, that was the evidence we needed.
Oh, no, I've forgotten how long and boring the speech was.
Wake me up once this is over.
Wake me up inside. Hey, no fair.
Wake me up. When...
The experiences of our youth have a powerful and profound effect on our adults. You there, wake up, pay attention.
Huh? I'm awake. Is it alright, Your Honor?
Perfect. I'm awake too. Why do we say
Once again, our pure white Lady Justice will be watching over all of you today.
Several hours later.
Pay attention and you may make a difference one day. Now, let the mock trial begin.
But Lady Justice is gold-coloured.
That's about it. One of my better speeches, if I do say so myself.
I mean, the rest is even than this.
I even saw some of our students with tears in their eyes.
I think that's a clue, Shadow.
Yeah.
He's obviously not familiar with the phrase "bought tears."
Listen, Sykes-chan, if you have subjected me to this epic study in tedium without purpose, Taka will feast on your tongue after I've cut it out.
That's fair.
You were asleep the whole time.
Besides, did you notice anything strange about that speech?
Could I please hear that last part again?
Once again, our pure white Lady Justice will be watching over all of you today.
Hold it! I finally found what we needed. Professor Means I have only one question about your speech. Why does that last part we heard contradict with this? Take that! The professor said the pure white Lady Justice would be watching over them. But the Lady Justice in the video isn't even close to being white. It's as gold can be, and we're not discussing a dress! If you're coming at me with it's black and blue, I'm going to kill someone!
I'm not sure I can wrap my door around that testimony.
Yes. I didn't say it was made of gold, Your Honor. I understood that this statue is pure white. But it broke before the mock trial began. When you see here is its replacement.
Oh, well, that's the same one every time.
Really? Ironically, this golden statue sticks out like a sore thumb compared to the white one. Meaning the professor wouldn't have made a mistake in its color if he'd been present.
It seems that I've caused some confusion, but it was merely an oversight on my part.
Objection! The statue was in the middle of the room. How could you not know what it looked like?
If I hear the word oversight one more
Well,
time...
I was in the balcony seat. Furthermore, the statue had previously been white.
I'm afraid this is sufficient evidence of the speech being pre-recorded.
answer long ago. The accused was the only one to leave the lecture hall.
Wait! There's got to be something that can prove that the speech was pre-recorded. This line has a fuck-up in it, that's fine.
According to the mock trial video, the speech started here. And into here, it was a little over 10 minutes. But I doubt anyone wants to be tortured again.
Fair enough. It was only a little over 10 minutes? It felt like it went on forever. How'd you figure out how long it was?
Easy. There's a timestamp in the top right. All you have to do is subtract the time the speech started from the time it ended.
Nobody said there would be math involved.
Ah!
The speech goes from 10-minute mark to 20:35. Wait a second. That's where I've seen the same interval of the time listed among the evidence. Maybe there's a way for me to use the speech time to show that it was pre-recorded. Maybe? How about a confident save?
Yeah, I'm just looking through here.
I mean, I assume it's the tape recorder?
It should be the tape recorder.
But the tape recorder doesn't mention anything about a time interval. Fragments, stage that photo.
Oh, it's the voice print analysis.
The voice print analysis, yeah.
Tape has about 10 minutes and 35 of noise requiring further testing.
Ooh.
Take that!
Yes.
Take that! I would like the court to take a look at this.
And this is...
An envelope.
The
voice print analysis that proves that the voice on the tape recorder belongs to our client.
Yes, but didn't we just establish that the voice on the tape recorder was a fabrication?
Well, yes, but we did. But what I'd like to focus on is the noise that is also there.
Noise.
Yes. The defense believes that it resulted when the tape's previous recording was erased.
And what do you hope to prove by that?
The length of the noise is what's important. It's 10 minutes and 35 seconds in all. And what did the timestamp read at the moment Professor Means began his speech?
That would be exactly 10.
Now let's fast forward this long-winded exercise in boredom to the end.
Wow, Rex.
Okay, stop. The video timestamp now is 20:35. Based on this, we know the time it took for the speech alone.
Right, so it took 10 minutes and you get 10:35. 10 minutes and 35 seconds.
Correct? Right, 10 minutes and 35 seconds, the same as the noise on the tape recording. I assume you all understand what this means. Professor Means' pre-recorded speech has been where the noise is now.
Silence.
You seem rather confident considering this is a mere happenstance match of numbers.
Objection!
Objection! But is it really just numbers?
The lab is continuing the study of the tape. So far, they found signs of overtapping. But it's going to take a bit longer to recover the audio that was erased.
The police are analyzing noise as we speak. It won't be long until we know what was originally there. I'm sure of it. The professor was trying to create an alibi with the recording. By pinning the crime on Junie. Well, he's not gonna get away with it. Not on my watch.
Miss Sykes, I believe you are well aware of my methodology. Even if Juniper were the perpetrator, I would vigorously defend her as per my word. And for that purpose, I offered to be her lawyer. Alas, look what's happened.
All I've stated are obvious deductions derived from evidence and testimony.
Truth be told, I had no intention of testifying. I had been keeping quiet for Juniper's sake. But now that you cast this blame upon me, I have no choice but to reveal the truth.
Oh dear. Oh, this doesn't
So
sound
far,
good.
you've just revealed your gums, Professor.
I will now reveal the truth behind why I had to pre-record my speech for the mock trial and my pearly whites.
Please do not.
I, Professor Means, always say what I mean, and mean what I say by all means.
Oh god.
Witness testimony.
Professor Means' testimony. The defendant came to me with what she said was a very important, and by necessity secret. She asked me to pre-record my speech and come to the audio room during the mock trial. Juniper confessed the murder and asked that I get her declared innocent in court. She also said I'd become an accomplice after losing my alibi due to the pre-recording. When I said I would protect Juniper, I meant it because it is the humane thing to do.
Presses to doubt.
Am I? Are you saying the defendant sent you?
Yeah, because she looks terrifying,
This
right?
has to be a lie. I mean, everything about it lines up too perfectly to be true.
Mm-hmm.
On this most consequential of occasions, let me be completely frank with you. Juniper has truly taken to heart my teaching that states the end justifies the means.
I don't believe you.
When she asked me to defend her, she said I must also prove her two friends innocent.
Our two friends, the witnesses.
Correct. Hugh O'Connor and Robin Newman. I was to ensure all three walked free. All three were to achieve their dream. That was the result Juniper was seeking. And she was even willing to threaten me, her own professor, to that end.
You, no doubt, had high praise for her ruthless tactics.
Yes, well, that is why I vowed to vigorously defend her, despite her threatening me.
Uh-huh.
There was a time when lawyers merely sought the truth if they wished for victory in court. But alas, those days are over. Now, in the defense of justice, order, and all that is good, the end justifies the means.
I am so sick of hearing that phrase.
Yeah, Shadow?
But it shouldn't.
Yeah. Though it truly
It happened at one time.
Sorry?
I was just wondering, thanks to whom it happened.
Fair enough.
Stares at Clavier. No, not Clavier. The other one. Christoph. God.
Though it,
It was innocent.
though it truly grieves me, so I must tell you this. Forsake the truth if it's victory you seek. Steel yourself for this new courtroom reality.
Does it? He's gonna regret dragging those dismal, depressing ideas in here. Since you already surrendered to the dark age of the law, it's up to me to fight it.
Why so silent, Sykes-chan? Something the matter?
This is a court of law. It's no place for long-winded talks about idealistic principles. That's why I'm going to let the evidence do the talking.
Let's not get carried away now, Miss Sykes. It will not do to have you attempting to discredit my doctrine.
The fact that you call it a doctrine is a problem.
Do not force me to rectify this situation.
No, go ahead and rectify it. Only if I'm losing you win, that is.
Cross-examination.
All right, so what are we thinking? I don't know.
Nothing to do with it.
Oh,
Hold it.
Oh.
I doubt the client would have come to you with something like that.
you have a point there. If only Professor Court had been alive, I suspect Juniper would have gone to her instead.
So our client came to talk to you after Professor Court was already dead.
Let's go through this step by step, shall we? First, Juniper came to me that day. Oh,
I love that.
Are you suggesting it was our client who told you to fake an alibi?
you have every reason to be surprised. I, too, was shocked when she told me that. Simply put, Juniper has a secret that she wished to protect that badly.
Is he kidding me? That lie couldn't be further from the truth. The problem is, how am I going to expose it?
It was an earnest request from an outstanding student. How could I possibly have refused?
The fact that it puts you at risk?
I don't know.
Hold it!
Oh?
Did you consider that a threat?
Yes! But it's now you whom she has pressed her demands onto. Miss Sykes, you must realize that you too are being used by Juniper.
What?
Your Honor, I ask that you too do not let her feigned weakness and innocence fool you. Juniper is quite clever and extremely tough. And perhaps most important of all, she's a favorite follower of my teachings.
Objection! Your Honor! Witness testimony is nothing but an attack on a client's character.
Very fair. Objection sustained.
Thank you.
So be it. Nevertheless, the fact that she threatened me is immutable.
Hold it! But you overlook such a threat. As a teacher, it's your duty to discipline students.
Yes, well, perhaps I do have some serious reflection to do on this matter. I suppose it was just wishful thinking on my part. I wanted to believe that Juniper hadn't actually committed murder, and she hadn't meant to threaten me.
Really? Please to explain.
Long had I waited for a student who would embody my teachings.
Does the witness I proceed fail?
Surely you must see the true meaning in my words. I'm merely staying true to what I teach, and my methods are but a reflection of the times. Oh, wow. His way of thinking is really warped, but I haven't heard any inconsistencies yet.
I'm not too sure.
Really?
The more he tries to avoid logical inconsistencies in his testimony, the more likely we'll see inconsistencies between his actions and words.
It is a dark age in which we live. There's much I would like to say on the matter.
Apparently.
Apparently, my partner just come in and said that I'm almost doing Strax from Doctor Who. Pitiful human, I will destroy you!
Sure.
Yeah, I do hear that.
Okay, never mind, moving on. I just had to kind of do that aside. My partner already walks in, so I thought it was quite important.
Hold it! You were trying to protect a client? Yeah, right. Don't say anything to pin the blame on Junie.
On a frightful look, I would ask that you not glare at me so.
Then stop giving me reasons to.
I have nothing but admiration for how Juniper was willing to go as far as to threaten me. That is why I'm protecting her by any means possible. She has been a model student.
Liar! You've tried to pin the blame on her. How am I going to show that what he's saying isn't what he's really thinking?
You cannot possibly overturn my claims. So, in about time you admitted defeat?
No.
After all, if my unassailable logic is not the truth, then what is it?
If he thinks I'm going to give in to his pack of lies, he's got another thing coming. I'm going to find a hole in this story, and if it's the last thing I'll do, and if it kills me.
Even though he's rotten to the core, he's a total pro. I mean, that all made perfect sense.
But you can't believe what he says. He's making this up as he goes along. He'll trip on his own words yet. Don't you see how consistently the professor's testimony matches up with his actual actions?
Okay, so we've done the press everything.
Well-
I think it might be regarding the second statement, which is about the pre-recording there.
Hold on.
Mhm.
If he's going to protect Juniper, why involve the same tape? This,
And okay, the thing is pre-recorded. That doesn't mean he has to leave his chair.
and also, Means asked Hugh to pass this tape, which implicates Juniper, onto the police. So why would he do that if he's trying to protect her?
Just go for it, because I have no clue what else to. Objection! So let me get this straight. You were trying to help Miss Woods. That's nothing more than a bold-faced lie. No offense, Your Honor.
That's defamation of my character and your hair follicles, Your Honor. It is an outrage.
Yes, I will clarify her statement, but leave my hair follicles out at this time.
Fair enough. Yes, of course, Your Honor. Now, please take a look at this. The witness gave his tape to Mr. Arcana. Then he slyly whispered, "Take this to the police and tell them you found it."
There was no whispering, slyly or otherwise, involved. I simply did that out of kindness.
Objection! The tape contained our client's voice. In short, it is incredibly damaging evidence. It wouldn't even exist if the witness wasn't trying to pin the murder on the client. They say the road to hell is paved with good intentions, but not yours. You never had good intentions, only lies to protect yourself, while blaming another. You, Professor, are the embodiment of the dark age of the law.
Objection! Oh, why, you little... You dare call my teachings and methods lies?
Oh boy, here we go.
The Emerson Legal Academy is a proud institution. It's the most powerful in the world. You'll never forget what true education and lawyering means once I'm through with you.
This means...
What? No talking in class!
Ow!
Oh no!
This is not the homeroom, sir.
Eyes and ears up here, everyone. Homeroom is now in session. We'll begin with roll call. Athena Sykes.
Huh? Here?
Apollo Justice. I'm fine. I mean, I'm here. Who? The proper response is here, without any extraneous information. I mean, here. Next, Your Honor. Glass, that's the proper way to answer. Simon Blackwell. I said Simon Blackwell. Are you here or not? There's always one, isn't there?
Yes.
Well, I'll just mark you as absent. Now, I'll get out of my class as instant.
Get out? Very well, if that is your wish. Who am I to defy my homeroom teacher?
If that's such a good idea, Mr. Blackwell is free of his shackles.
Oh!
Ha ha! It just so happens I was a member of my high school's disciplinarian committee.
Of course you were.
But is that really so shocking?
Not really.
Constabulary lapdog to teacher's pet. What a malleable mutt you are, Fulbright.
Very good, Bobby. You just earned yourself a gold star and a promotion to head disciplinarian. All right. Class is now in session. Why do I...
I get it.
Well, go on.
Because the mohawk is supposed to represent the hair plumes of the Spartan helmets.
Yep.
That's cool.
Why do I have the sudden urge to go to the nurse office with a stomachache?
Take me with you. I don't want to be here anymore.
Attention! I'm not the killer, Juniper is. This will be on the next test, so you'd better be listening.
Objection! Professor, you created the phony tape to pin the blame on Juniper. Plus, you were the only one who could have moved the body during the mock trial.
Objection!
Ooh, crunch.
He's so angry he making the stream crunch.
Yeah.
Athena, you disappoint me so. To think you would label me a murderer. Now pay attention. The murder occurred at the 23rd between 6 and 8 p.m. But I was already at home by that time. So how could I be involved in this crime?
Objection! Professor Means, can you really prove you had already gone home by that time?
Objection! And you proved that I was still at school.
No, I can't.
Ah, so you admit it. And you just earned extra credit for your honesty.
No joy.
You have also just have lavatory cleaning duties until you graduate.
Ew, I do enough of that in the office.
This is not me.
Shut up, Apollo.
No way, man! I totally object!
Robin? Where'd you come from?
I can't believe I fell for the prosecutor's silver-tongued lies!
How dare you talk about your teacher like that?
I'm not listening to you anymore, man! No way, no how! Now I have a confession to make. You know those two statues that were on stage?
Ooh.
I didn't make them all by myself!
Oh, that's... The statues on the stage? Do I want to know where this is happening?
I was able to finish one of them, but the last bell rang before I had time for the other one. So I asked Professor Means to make it for me.
In other words, the professor was there on the stage after the last bell.
Right, and it would have been way past 7 p.m. before he could have finished.
Oh, please tell me you made mine. I don't want to think that my likeness was touched by the means of this means man.
Fair enough.
Tough means was for its own. This is incredibly important testimony.
Just told me I'll take care of it. I thought my parents would let me be an artist if I said I made both statues myself.
Oh, is that the conversation that we see happening in that photograph?
I'm so sorry for not telling the truth.
You might be right there.
Yeah.
Robin.
Objection! Quick! Somebody get this juvenile delinquent out of my sight! Simon! Your head honcho amongst the delinquents, do something!
Technically, you're standing at the same plate.
Who's in charge of the class pen around here?
Wreck him, Taka.
Not interested. If you want a class in swordsmanship, I'm your man. Of course, only real blades will do.
No sword to school. All weapons will be confiscated. Ah! Oh, nurse! Where's a little nurse when you need one?
Fucking mood.
It would seem Sykes-chan seeks a showdown, Professor. In which case, you would do well to draw your staff, quick as lightning.
Very well. Now it's just to prove my innocence myself. The real lesson begins in second period, where to be served old school style.
I said no pets allowed.
What is it? Never mind your testimony, please.
Just like, oh, just get on with it. Yeah.
It's just like, I am so done with this.
Witness testimony.
Professor Means' work of art.
Blackwell, join me in the last bench. I got booze.
Now, Pat.
That's part of that.
He's got booze. Probably German beer.
Oh,
It's
wonderful.
Jägermeister. Good stuff.
Now, pay attention.
Just don't drink the wine, it might have come from Austria.
Now, pay attention. Robin took over half a day to complete one statue. I, however, finished most of the other statue between 7 and 8:30 p.m. The defendant gentleman saw the two statues with their own eyes at 8:30 p.m. Completing a statue so quickly meant I could not leave the stage for a single second. How can I possibly have time to go to the art room and commit a murder?
escorting the defendant to all the finished statues?
Precisely. She said so herself at the detention center yesterday. A defense team was there and heard her say too, so don't try and deny it now.
That evening, I went back to my dressing room to get something I'd forgotten. It was well after the last bell rang. I'd say maybe around 8:30. That's when I noticed that both stage statues were finished. They were quite large, and they were each covered with white sheet, but I could tell.
Oh, the professor was there when the matter came up. Before I address the professor's charges, I have a question for Robin. How hard would it be to complete a statue like that in 1.5 hours?
Probably take me at least twice as long. So personally, I think it'll be incredibly difficult to finish that in that short a time.
And it didn't exactly help our case. But he won't get off that easy. He's bound to stumble over his own slippery means.
But if they were covered with white sheet, that means they might have just as well not been finished.
Fair enough.
Cross-examination.
Professor Means, work of art. I don't think it's related to how long it took him. I think it's more about he's saying he couldn't have left the stage. So
Yeah,
Well, there's also the point that what Bert brought up about, like, okay, she saw the thing under the sheets. That doesn't mean it's finished.
that's a good point.
yeah, but that,
Yeah, but
But
I was just wondering, the photograph that Shadow mentioned, wasn't there a timestamp on it?
no. We also know this was about... There is, but we also know it was at the same time Court was alive because it happened at the same time as this photo. So it's kind of... We know he was there.
It's more proving that the conversation happened.
Yeah.
yeah. Why are you in such a hurry?
Objection! In the legal world, your body is your capital. Early bird gets the worm. why-
That's not the legal thing, but okay.
That's why I get to bed at 9 p.m. each and every night. That's why I was working as fast as I could. Didn't want to miss my bedtime. Well, you can see that I never left the stage.
No.
Very right. Do you accept the witness's claim?
Not on your life,
Not on
Buster.
your life, Buster.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Confident safe? Question mark? Or can we not save at this point?
Yeah.
Thing is, though, he maybe never left the stage. He would have had needed. Maybe he didn't need to leave.
I don't see us saying Buster to the judge, so.
Yeah. What? Hold on. Did we assemble the two statues?
Yes,
Yeah.
we did.
No, but did we assemble?
I think we didn't assemble.
We assembled.
We didn't assemble Phoenix's statue.
No, we didn't.
We only assembled Clavia's statue.
Yeah.
And the one on the right side there. One further.
Oh, sorry.
That one. We
No.
assembled that one again.
Yes.
No, we were cleaning up Javier's statue, but we couldn't find anything.
We couldn't find all of Mr. Wright's pieces.
Yes.
But that makes no sense. What if he didn't finish it?
Yeah.
So that means that it's not. What matters is that he was there. Let's see what happens. The worst thing we get to disciplinary.
Tried everything, but I still can't prove anything. Guess I'm gonna see it.
I couldn't hear you. Say it louder this time.
see that Professor Means never left the stage.
That's alright. But what took you so long? I was at the stage the entire time. I couldn't possibly have committed the crime.
I'm not gonna give up here.
I'm afraid I'll have to side with the witnesses, thanks. And unless you have any further objections, I'll have to put this issue to rest.
Objection! Not yet. The defense still has an objection.
Athena, you've thought of something?
Well, as I said, not yet.
Oh, so it's time for legal smoke and mirrors?
Yes. Not yet, Athena. It's not yet time to quit.
You
There's
mean you're
time
gonna
like
do it
these
the
when
right
it seems
way?
like there's no way out, but
Hey.
you have to. Yeah, I have to turn the case upside down. Instead of focusing on whether Professor Means could have gone to the art room, I should focus on how he can commit the murder without going there.
Seems your young lady has a real bona fide idea. I must use any means possible to distract her. See if she can think while I cast these stones. Ah! Who brought the bird to school?
Like Stono, if I hear one word of your usual jibber jabber, I shall have your head. The murder occurred in the art room, yet the witness was on the stage. How do you propose to fill the vast gap between these two facts?
If I accept the premise that the professor was on stage the entire time, the only other answer that we've got something else is wrong. Wait, that's it. Every last one of us made a huge mistake. We were totally wrong about the
crime scene.
Oh.
If the crime scene was the stage, it fixes everything.
If Professor Means was on the stage the entire time, then he must be the killer. But then how do you explain the blood in the art room?
But
What?
that's Hugh cutting his hand because he's looking in
Yes.
for the stage script.
But
He
is
still
he losing
does it,
that?
but he's not doing it for the moider.
Yeah, but that was a big
he-
puddle, though. He'd be fucked.
But he's doing that to maintain the facade of a genius that he isn't. To have an advantage in a mock trial.
Ridiculous. The defense has become utterly incoherent.
Objection? No, it's just the murder wasn't committed where we thought it was.
Continue, Sykes-Straw.
Okay, the murder was actually committed here.
Right, well, we need to go. Thanks, game.
The greatest riddle of this case has been how the body was removed from the art room. But if the murder occurred on the stage, that means the body was never moved at all.
Objection. Murder occurred in the art room. The girl, when the body was found, there wasn't a drop of blood on the stage floor. Surely there'd been some blood if it was the murder was committed.
There wasn't blood on stage. Really? There was something on stage at the time of the murder that's now bloodstained.
Yep.
The banner.
Banner.
It's true, there were no bloodstains on the stage floor. But there was something on the stage that did have a bloodstain. And that would be this. This school banner. No blood would have gotten on the floor if this were on the victim when she was killed.
Oh my, that's quite a compelling theory.
Silence.
I'm pretty sure that would bleed through, but whatever. What is it now? It makes perfect sense.
That was a pathetic attempt. You must put every inch of your body into your attacks. The autopsy states the cause of death was loss of blood. Yet only a trace amount was found upon that banner. Where did the rest go?
Rubber burnt one.
In flames. Yeah.
Blood getting on there when the body was moved by the wire makes more sense than not.
Very good, Simon. Tell me, what's your first choice for higher education? I'll write you the ultimate recommendation in letters. You're all but guaranteed to get in.
Objection! Actually, the defense has something to explain that as well.
You do?
If there was only a trace amount of blood on the school banner, then there must have been something else that can be used to soak up the blood. All I have to do is figure out what. We already know. This is what soaked up most of the victim's blood. Down.
Yep.
The governor's banner.
That poor Governor's banner.
Yeah. Also, it's black, so it's difficult to see as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire.
Why, it looks like there's some other piece of fabric on top of this whole banner.
The governor's banner that had been specially made for the school concert. Since it's on top of the school banner, the blood would have hit it first. Could have easily absorbed most of the blood like a dishcloth, and only a small amount would have soaked through to the school banner below. So it makes total sense for the school banner to only have a little blood on it.
Ah! Brr.
Oh, that banner on top of the banner on this top. Yes, let's explain it.
The Governor's banner was like a dishcloth? Surely it was at least towel quality.
He has a point there.
Objection! Simon! Don't just stand there, do something!
Silence.
Ixtron, you're learning to wield the blade quite well.
Thank you.
But how will you respond when I come slashing at you like this? The remnant of a large bloodstain was detected in the art room. Well, why would there be blood if the murder occurred on stage as you claim?
Objection! The bloodstain in the art room was faked. How? I'll tell you how. All that was needed was something that could transport the blood upstairs. And that something was a piece of evidence we just finished discussing. The killer used this to bring the victim's blood up to the art room.
And created the crime scene.
Yes.
That's quite clever, actually. Think you'll stoop so low as to present mere garbage this court?
I think garbage because someone tried to destroy it by tossing it in the incinerator. But someone was most likely the killer seeking to get rid of crucial evidence. The killer used the wire to bring the blood-soaked governor's banner to the art room. Then the blood was wiped onto the floor to complete the ruse. It makes perfect sense.
No.
Head desk.
Order! Order! It's quite an element. You think the body was actually moved?
Objection! Hold it right there! The body must have been moved. How else do you explain the loud crash you heard during the mock trial? If it wasn't caused by the body crashing into the statues, then what was it?
And if that loud crash wasn't the body hitting the statues, then what was it indeed? The knot in the school banner shows that something was carried along the wire in it. So if that's true, I know what I have to find. It was the other statue. Something that was in the art room before the murder and then got on stage. Now, the object that was sent down the wire to crash into the statue was the other statue.
This statue.
Yeah.
Because we know it was in there, because it was like that. But then when it was broken again when it crashed down, we reassembled it properly this time.
Yes. Take that!
Ah! That statue!
Yes, I believe it was this statue that broke the other two in the professor's court body. The unique statue you see on the right, that's the pure white Lady Justice from earlier. First court accidentally broke it while she was polishing it the day before the mock trial. But she used her own unique artistic sense and technique to repair it as you see here. Nobody would have guessed that it was originally Lady Justice.
Silence.
Perhaps you are onto something. But why, pray tell, would anyone move that scrap heap relic in such a tedious manner?
Excellent questions, Simon. Keep them coming.
No, why? The fact that you won't acknowledge it shows how twisted you are. Lady Justice was moved during the mock trial. During that time, Professor Mies was fabricating an alibi with his pre-recorded speech. The we consider the fact that Lady Justice was moved in order to
Point us to the body.
the mock trial.
No, it was to get people to the body. Because the crash is what drew attention to the fact that there was a body.
Professor Means uses pre-recorded speech to fake an alibi during the mock trial.
Yep, precisely.
He wanted to make it look like he couldn't possibly have moved the body. Moving Lady Justice was his way of pointing us to the body and cementing his alibi.
Ah!
That's quite a persuasive argument.
Thank you.
For a while there, I thought you weren't taking the trial seriously. Well done.
Also, can we question where the blackboard came from? Objection.
You materialized it out of thin air, it's fine.
You should never underestimate me, Athena Sykes. As it means, always means what he says, and says what he means by all means.
Sir, you really need
Fine.
to stop being the serial killer. It's kind of creepy.
Fine then, say it already. I'm waiting.
Murder occurred the night before, but the body wasn't found until late the next day. Countless students passed the stage till they met in the lecture hall for the mock trial. So answer me this. Why didn't anyone see the body that entire time?
Because it was in the statue.
That can be explained
No,
by...
it was the statue!
Very good, Shadow. I think you're onto something.
Yeah.
Because how would he have completed that quickly? Otherwise, because it took Robin like several days, right? Or
Most of the day.
Most of the day.
Yeah.
So who would be the most convenient statue-like piece? Than the body, and also explains why there's no fucking blood everywhere, because it just bled out, probably wrapped in the towel.
Maybe. Okay.
The victim was murdered on the stage and left there. Sorry, I'm coordinating Dungeons and Dragons.
It's fine.
The body would inevitably have been discovered. And then, of course, there was nowhere to hide a body upon that stage.
This is not good, Athena. Our claim is this close to being beaten to a pulp.
No. We've gone so far.
Consider yourself schooled. I couldn't possibly kill anyone.
Are you sure about that?
The killer is none other than Juniper Woods. It has always been, and it always will be.
In your dreams.
Just wait a minute.
Oh, Juniper. She must seriously regret having asked you to defend her.
Shut up.
And that is not injury. Nearly had you convicted for murder. Surely you haven't forgotten that little fiasco.
Shut up.
Not only did you fail to defend your client, to raise false charges against her friend. You have no right to call yourself a lawyer.
Hurt. No.
Now he's just being mean. Zzz.
But this trial proceeds the same manner and ends the same way as the mock trial. Would you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain?
Just have to make sure that doesn't happen then, won't I? Don't tell me I failed once again. I failed to save someone near and dear to me. I've worked so hard to become a lawyer and even studied psychology. Has it all been for naught? Am I just doomed to relive that all over again?
Oh, I don't like the widgets
Athena.
on all black.
What's wrong?
You found Breathe in, relax, Athena, breathe.
Oh no.
Having a
It's
flashback.
not working. Everything's going
Yeah.
dark. After all I've done, is this how it ends? Junie, I couldn't protect you like a sinner would.
Objection! You leave Athena alone, man! She's the one who saved me!
Go on, Robin, throw hands, throw hands!
Go!
It's throwing hands time! It's because Athena that
Take
I
my
could stop
energy,
hiding.
Athena.
It was because of Athena that I could stop hiding and start living my life as a girl. And she saved the friendship between Hugh, Juniper, and I. I think you're an awesome lawyer, Athena. One of the best.
I raised false charges against Hugh. That's not all. I've done some serious and unforgivable things.
What's the big deal? False charges are nothing to be scared of. And I'm not even mad at you. I should really be thanking you. You used legitimate means to expose my wrongdoings and give me a chance to re-examine what's important.
But what does it matter if I can save Juniper? I mean, the whole reason I've come so far is...
Objection. It's not over yet, Athena. Even now, at this very moment, I still believe in you.
Junie,
I know you better than most people, Athena. And I know you'd never surrender to the dark age of the law like Professor did.
thank you, Junie, but I feel like I can barely breathe. I don't know what to do.
Silence.
Silence! Stop your bleating this instant. You look an utter fool.
Persecuted Black Whale.
There is one who awaits you, is there not? And that is the reason you've studied so very hard. Are you prepared to give up on all you've worked for thus far? It would not do to have you disappoint you know who.
Hey, that rhymed.
Yeah, it did.
Therefore, it must be true.
Yeah.
Objection! You're wasting your time. You have nothing on me. No evidence or anything else to establish my guilt. You are helpless before the might of lawyers, for whom the end justifies the means.
Objection!
Objection! Don't worry, Athena. You're doing fine. The truth will always win against people like him.
But Apollo, what am I supposed to do now?
Listen, all you have to do is take a deep breath and look back over the entire case. If there's truth to be found, and there always is, you're sure to find it. Now, let me see you smile. Remember what Mr. Wright said? The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles.
Thanks, everyone. Don't have to worry about me now. The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles.
And then we'll escape together.
Athena Sykes is psyched and ready to rock. Prepare for your utter defeat.
Yeah.
Professor Cord wasn't killed in the art room, she was killed right where her body was found. We know because there wasn't any time to move the bodies from somewhere else. That means the body had to have been hidden somewhere on stage until it was found. Let's think along these lines and see where it takes us. First up, when did Professor Means remove the body from its hiding place? Well, let's see, what was he doing right before the body was discovered? He was using the span of the time to fake his alibi. to move the body to where it will be more easily spotted. Therefore, the only time Professor Means could have moved the body from that hiding place is... The body was moved during the mock trial. It was during the mock trial, specifically during the speech. The body was moved during the speech. Professor Means moved the body to an easily seen location during his long pre-recorded speech. Professor also moved something to the stage that wasn't there before, specifically the white statue. During the mock trial, Professor Means wrapped the White Lady Justice in a school banner and sent it zipping down to the stage with a crash, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. He drew attention to the body and made it look like the murder occurred in the art room.
Which is also why he thought it was a white statue and not a gold one.
But was there anywhere to hide a body on that stage? Doesn't seem likely. No, there had to be some place. Wait a second. How about something that should have been finished but was only mostly done? Something that was used to cover up the body, but it didn't draw undue attention because it looked like it belonged there on stage. That way, no one could suspect that there was a body hidden inside. I was already on the stage and capable of concealing the body.
The right
statue.
This is why her hands were tied as well.
Yeah. The body was hidden by the right statue. Oh no, the Mr. Right statue was never actually finished. The body was wrapped under some cloth to hide what was really inside, cleverly disguising it as a boss's statue. Miss Newman gave up on the right statue, yet Professor Means finished it in a single night.
Yes, what an impressive feat that was.
Objection! No, his so-called work of art deserves none of our praise. That's because it was only a facade to hide his real work, the murder of Professor Court.
Come again, I'm afraid I don't follow.
He hid the body by making it look like the statue of Mr. Right. With the body wrapped on a piece of cloth, it looked just like a statue.
I second the what?
Now this is getting interesting.
Objection! No, this is getting preposterous. How would such a thing even be possible?
Objection! We'll never know until we try.
Uh-oh. I think I know where this is going.
Okay, Apollo, time to turn me into a reasonable likeness of Mr. Right. I'm going to pose like the statue, like so. Now I want you to wrap me up in a cloth so I look like a statue.
I hate to ask the obvious, but where am I supposed to get this magical cloth?
Make something up. It'll work.
I'm afraid that isn't the right color, Mr. Justice.
Well, given how sudden the request was, it's kind of the best I could do, Your Honor.
You know, I'm just over here. You could have asked me.
I think that about does it.
Well, what do you think, everyone? Do I look just like a statue of Mr. Right or what?
Who's got some random person in? It's really a spiky hair in the back of his head.
Forget that. The statue's head is way bigger than every person anyway. You gotta hand it for me to try it anyway. Wait, that's it! The hands! Arms are raised over her head, and dark bruises around her wrists.
Flashback.
Yeah. The professor was probably tied up with something.
Marks on her wrists indicated she had been tied up. Apollo, time me to a pose. Wait, you're not into this kind of thing, are you?
What? No! Besides, it was you right. Just tell me how to tie your hands already.
Professor Court's wrists were tied together, and I can't help but think that's related.
Were her fingers making the points of hair?
How should I arrange myself to match the shape I want, given her hands were tied?
Behind the head. Let's try it.
Because that's also why her hands are up like that.
Go put my hands behind my back.
Because rigor mortis would have come and gone at that point.
Yeah.
See? This makes it impossible to fake the spikes on the back of Mr. Right. Impossible. That's what I said.
Sure, but then what about the statue's arm? With both arms behind your head, you can't exactly complete the pose.
Yeah, well, I have an arrow in my stuff.
Yeah, it would be awfully hard to make the objection pose like this.
I'm thinking you've forgotten something, Athena. Something on the body that you don't have right now.
The arrow.
What does the victim's body have that I don't?
Take that!
Oh, right. There was an arrow sticking out of her side.
And the Black was just standing there like, oh.
Okay, Apollo, take that and punch it into my side. No, what are you crazy? Yes. Good, get some duct tape. Rapido, schnell.
All right. Just don't need to know the other languages to know bossy when I hear it.
Just hurry up. The fatal arrow to the side. Spiky arrow created from two hands.
That's right.
Masterpiece in the making. Now cover it with a cloth. But remember to make the arrow stand out, okay?
Shh, remember your indoor quest, dear.
Nobody's buying it. The arrow's nowhere near long enough.
Could you use for the arm?
Don't want to give up, eh? I must commend you. If it only for your spirit and determination.
Esther.
Of course I'm not giving up. After all she's put me through, she owes me an explanation. And one that makes sense.
Let's look at the body again.
Now, disappoint me again, and the penalty will be doubly painful.
I better get it right this time. Think, Athena, think! This court was murdered when she stopped by the stage to see Professor Means. It wasn't premeditated. He must have used something close at hand in his own ruse. Apollo, show me those stage setup photos again.
Like that right now? Oh, okay.
I'll
hold
look
on.
through the cloth, it's fine. Please be in this photo. It just has to be. The arm on the Mr. Right statue is really this right here.
You want to look at the autopsy report, didn't you, Shadow?
Yeah, but I think it's going to be in the. I think it's on the
Is
photo.
it the staff?
So
Burr called the staff.
I think it might be this time.
Take that!
Take that! Get what do you use for the arm on the statue of Mr. Right?
It's absurd! There's no such thing in this photo!
Play dumb with me, Professor. It's the stuff you have right there.
Staff is the spear of the great legal warrior!
that looks nothing like a spear.
Whatever, just hurry up and lend it to me. The length is perfect. Mr. Right couldn't possibly object to such an awesome arm. Okay, go for it, Apollo.
Sure, I'll give your arm a hand. Cloth and binding coming right up. Am I into this kind of...
What are
Well,
you?
at least I'm sure your next partner will enjoy it.
Objection!
Yeah, that works. It does look suspicious.
It's Phoenix, right?
Look, it's the famous lawyer!
That's definitely him.
Brilliant.
I know that pose anywhere.
We did it!
Penis Armadal.
Anyway,
Well, the spitting image of legendary Phoenix Right. The man will bring us out of these dark ages and into an era of brilliant golden light.
Golden light? All I see before me is the pink spectre of a man.
It's just because Mr. Right likes the statue. He's possibly to tickle pink. Get it, Apollo? He's tickle pink.
that joke deserves a pink slip.
That's a P60, guys, to tell you that you've been terminated.
It seems the gallery is quite impressed with the offence's sharp thinking. And the witness?
Ah! There's nothing more than a coincidence.
Objection!
Objection! That's a fair step, Buster. Unfortunately for you, I can prove my theory to be more than mere coincidence. Proof that the spear was thrust into the victim. All I have to do is
Test the spear for blood.
Blood.
Blood. Blood.
we had assumed the victim's jagged wound came from the arrow being forcefully shoved in. But if the wound was from a spear instead, then we should be able to detect traces of the victim's blood on it.
Ah! Your Honor, a brief recess, if you will. By any means possible. What if I get rid of my spear? Wait, what if I burn it?
Sir, you're speaking out loud.
If I do that, I'll be found innocent. Yes, I'm innocent, I tell you.
Objection!
Objection! Surely you don't expect us to take the lectures from you now. Now, I ask you in the gallery. Help me decide the professor's fate.
Is it the Windows logo? Yes!
Oh,
Yikes. Bye.
Was the G for guilty?
yeah, I think it was guilty.
Professor Blackwell, what has become of our witness? Aristotle means.
It is as Stono suspected. Blood was detected on his staff. He admitted to his heinous crime. All of it. He shall join us in the clink tomorrow. His teaching skills can be put to good use there.
Right. They'll teach felons that the end justifies the means. So much for rehabilitation.
Can I ask what the professor's motive was?
I could barely make out a word he said on account of his shattered teeth.
One of Blackwell's fellow inmates was once a surgeon. Why not a former dentist too?
That's not how that works.
I eventually had to put pen to paper. It turns out, Professor Means was the one taking bribes. The victim had suspected him after a report from the class snitch. That led her to question him at length the day of the killing, right there on that stage. The result? The heinous crime that was brought before this court. The fool, like Newman, had come to know of the script's contents via the victim's note. It seems he came up with a plan to stab the victim with her own awl in order to make the killing look like the one in the script and thus frame the defendant.
But that scrap of paper with Hugh's name at the same mark as Professor's court planner.
Yes, about that. These planners are bestowed upon all students graduating at the top of their class.
Really? So then...
Indeed, once upon a time, Professor Means was also awarded the same notebook. The handwriting's being analyzed now, but like as not, the scrap belonged to him. This, too, was evidence of the bribery scheme that the victim had obtained. Know that Constance Court was clean, and that only Aristotle Means took the bribe.
To think a professor would murder a colleague and try to pin it on a student. This is the dark age of the law, we can only hope for a brighter future awaits. And the first step is to hand down my verdict for a promising young lady. This court finds the defendant, Juniper Woods.
Yes.
Not guilty.
Yay. And thank you for the confetti, Detective Gunshin.
Yeah, no
I
worries.
wish you all the best on your road to becoming a courtroom judge. We will need young people like you if we ever hope to restore the law to its former glory.
Yes, Your Honor. I'll work as hard as I can. Maybe one day I'll be able to work with all of you to make a difference.
Please serve Professor Court's memory. Do not let her death be in vain.
That's something I expected to hear from him today.
Court is adjourned.
#26. District Court. Defendant Lobby. Number 3.
Thank you, Fina. I really mean it.
It was nothing, really. I can take the biggest tenuous matter of a case and unravel it just like that.
I don't know. You look pretty wound up there in the end. Literally and figuratively.
You look pretty hungry for a knuckle sandwich, Buster.
What?
I wanted to thank you too, Apollo.
Don't mention it.
The way you're always there for Tina when she was in the bind. And it's the dish that would your smile give me hope when there was none. It was like the warm rays of sun shining down on a peaceful woodland.
Oh, that's so cute.
I think you're an absolutely amazing person.
Thanks, Juniper. That means a lot to me. But I still have lots of work to do, and I can't wait until we see you on the judge's bench.
I've already came up with names for our children.
I'm sorry, what did she say?
Don't worry about it.
I promise you I'll get to someday. That's why until that day,
Suddenly Tracy.
Suddenly.
Yes, some big news. I mean, this is huge. Am I interrupting something?
No. No. It's okay, I think. What's the big news?
School festival. It was supposed to have been canceled after what happened, but
We just got the call. In memory of Professor Constance Court, who worked so hard to make it happen. The festival is being extended 1 extra day until tomorrow.
Really? Right.
We've got a special treat for all of you. A love letter for Themis Legal Academy. Achtung, baby. It's time for the guitar serenade.
That was really cute.
Yeah.
October 27th, Themis Legal Academy, 3rd floor lecture hall. Wow, that was so much fun! School festivals are amazing!
I think you and Robin are gonna get a little carried away.
your singing voice, Juniper. It can melt my H-E-R-A-R-T.
Mr. Wright, thank you for the training seminar. Just remember, the objection pose is all about attitude. Oh, And congrats on your mock trial win. Although Robin had you for a while there.
I didn't I? But I'm just glad we're back to how we used to be, thanks to Athena. Wait, that's Trucy. Hold on.
Fine.
And you know what? I think I'll stick with becoming a prosecutor after all. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to make up my own mock trial offs by winning the real deals in court.
Mock trial loss. Wait, did they reprise a trial and you won? Level-headed lawyer, course genius, and hot-blooded prosecutor course student will go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the She-Devil's Black Heart. So, does this mean it's really gonna happen?
Juniper! There's something I've been wanting to say to you.
Huh?
Is he gonna do what I think he is?
How would you know?
Juniper,
I have my ways.
can we still be friends? You know, best friends like we've always been.
Huh? Best friends? Weren't you going to profess your love for Juniper if you won the mock trial?
No, I was going to confess that I'm not a genius and that I'm really 25 years old. But you already dragged it out of me during the trial.
Whoopsie!
Listen, Hugh. You too, Robin. Miriam.
What?
Suddenly,
I'm not
Bucks.
Yes,
No, suddenly, Bucks.
Me too. Also, I'm toxic. I'm fucking toxic.
Yeah.
Miriam's got
That
this
makes
technical
sense.
espionage action stuff down to a science.
You're not toxic, and of course I noticed a box coming into the room.
I've been here the entire time.
No, you.
I've been thinking. It's up to us to put an end on the dark age of the law if we can.
But then I won't be able to hide anywhere.
Shush.
Let's all work together to usher a new age where winning only results from the truth. And we won't have to hide in the boxes anymore. And the end never justifies the means.
I have scissors.
Let me
And we
in.
all have scissors.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Best friends forever, huh? No matter what anyone says, nothing beats true friendship.
You bet. What about your BFF, Apollo?
Aren't you a bit old to be using that word? But yeah, he's the best friend a guy could have. Which reminds me, we were supposed to meet up and gossip about the new girl in the office.
Hey, no talking about me behind my back. So what kind of guy is he, anyway?
Well, if I had to describe him in one word,
It would be astonishing.
And so, after some slight arm twisting, Apollo promised to bring me to meet his friend. Unfortunately, that promise was never meant to be fulfilled. For not long after, their friendship was mercilessly severed by fate.
Oh, damn.
And the
Oh
bonds
no,
between us
what
began
happened
to
to me?
fray and unravel as well.
sorry, but I'll be taking a leave of absence.
Yeah.
Even now, those words continue to ring in my ears. The discord in our ever-cheerful Apollo's voice sounds so cold and distant. Why, Apollo? Why? Why would you leave us all behind? The
The end of case 3. But not the end of the game.
No.
Next
What
time,
am I gonna do to my boy?
next time on Silly Voices, we start episode 4, The Cosmic Turnabout. And
Oh man.
we're gonna get a little sneak preview as we're gonna, as per tradition, play the opening scene for that to kind of give a taster. The courtroom bombing incident. A terrible attack launched by the will of a madman. That incident perfectly symbolized the state of the legal world in this dark age of the law. Mr. Wright brought it to a resolution of sorts. Ted Tennant was discovered to be the one responsible for the bombing. If only it were that simple. Somehow, I can't help but think that there's a darker influence at work. One that's lurking in the shadows, waiting. That's why I want to review the trial that was taking place when the bombing occurred. After all, I've got more than a few personal stakes in it.
Cosmic turnabout.
Until launch. Please begin your final equipment check. Check complete. Everything's A-okay. We're ready here whenever you are. Come in at 2. Come in. Do you copy?
I'm not gonna say it.
And that is the Cosmic Turnabout. And we'll be picking up next week, at the normal time, of course, 6:30 p.m. BST. Actually, is it 7:30 that we do it? It's
7:30.
Yeah, 7:30 p.m. BST on Saturday, our normal time slot. I want to thank my colleagues for joining me on this case to end this case 3. We've been going through case 3 for a while. Now we begin the end game, case 4 and 5, which are joined together.
Yes.
So,
Just to clarify, just so everyone's clear on the timeline here, because it's a mess. 4, because it's the ones we've played, but it's 4, then 1, then 5.
yes.
So just remember that.
Yeah, remember the first case happens between the two. I want to thank Burr.
Achtung, baby!
Drifting.
You can say we're going to have to find the imposter among us.
Oh no!
People will be sus. Divot.
Justice!
K.
Silence.
Lemming.
It'll all work out at the end.
And Shadow. I want to thank all of them for joining me today. And I want to thank all of you who are joining us for today's episode. And I hope that you'll enjoy next week's, and we can see you then next time. Thank you once again for joining us, everyone. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye!